Counting down. 10.
Get up like the butt crack of dawn.
9.
Oh my God, Elvis, I love you.
8.
Big Daddy's buying today.
7.
I'm going to come to your bedside tonight.
6.
Oh my goodness.
5. 4.
Here we go.
1.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Well, get on in here. We got a show to do. It is, well, hold on. Don't tell me what it is. It is Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. The reason I have to look at my watch or my phone is because this feels like this week is creeping slowly.
Oh, yes, it does.
It's only Wednesday.
A very slow one.
It's Wednesday, April 9th. Hi, Danielle.
Good morning.
Hello there, Gandhi.
Hello.
Scary.
Hi.
Yes, you are. Straight Nate's here.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. There's producer Sam out there.
Good morning.
Way out there, Diamond. Diamond!
Good morning.
How is she doing today?
She's great.
All right, you can tell her I said hi. Hi, Scotty B.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the day.
Yeah.
Let's see, Garrett's here. I don't think anyone else is here. I think it's just us. Anyway, welcome to the day. We have guests today. Who do we have? Go.
We have Idina Menzel.
Can you speak to the microphone?
We have Idina Menzel and Barbara Corcoran.
Oh, nice.
Everybody.
Oh,
Nice.
I love both of them.
Smooth. Idina Menzel, of course, with a brand new musical on Broadway. Danielle has seen it.
Yes, it's so good.
We want to see it too. And Barbara Corcoran just coming in here to remind us of how we need to try to not spend all of our money and save for the future.
I don't know. Barbara's like a spend your money type of gal.
Well,
If you got it, spend it.
Spend
That's
it.
what she says.
what should we start the show with today?
I brought you some Britney.
Is it Lucky? Is it Lucky?
Oh, God, please, no Lucky.
Lucky's the best Britney Spears song that there is.
It is?
Yeah. People love Lucky, I'm telling you.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's good.
Girls love Lucky. Not Scary, but Scary's not a real Britney fan.
What?
wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, hold on. No, wait, hold on that thought.
Yes.
Not to be, whatever, confrontational. How many Britney Spears concerts have you been to?
Like 3 or 4.
Scary.
2.
He's catching up.
Well, Scary. He didn't know one of her greatest songs. That's all I'm saying.
Which one?
Boys, with her and Pharrell.
Boys?
Yes.
Have I heard Boys?
Do
we have Boys?
No, I don't think it's in the system.
By the way, did you guys see the new Britney videos
I did,
that have
yeah.
been posted?
What did she do now? Were knives involved?
No,
She's
this
got a
is
cold.
with her. She's got a cold and she's got some accent going on and chipped nail polish that she was talking about.
She's being
exhausted.
real, man.
Yeah.
She's being real. All right, we're going to play this one with Will I Am.
Oh.
It's a good banger to start the morning.
Oh.
Who selected this? Was it you?
I did.
Scary did? Okay. All right. Well, let Scary get his way for now. Excellent. Now, on with the day. It's our first caller of the day. It's Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Elvis.
Oh, there you are. I'm so glad I pushed the right button. How are you feeling so far this morning?
A little tired, but I'm up and starting my morning.
Yep, get going.
Especially with the morning show.
Yeah, I'd say that again. What was that?
I am so happy to be starting my morning with your morning show.
Oh, thank you.
Aw,
Thank you.
You're so nice.
Well, we're just getting it going. We're, letting the coffee hit the brain, let the caffeine kick in. So, it's just a little slow morning. We're going to wait this.
Yeah.
We got to wake this bitch up, though.
We need coffee.
I know.
I don't have coffee yet.
And when I say bitch, I mean the show, not you, Kathy.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So what's your day all about today? What are you up to?
Well, I'm heading into work and battling traffic as normal.
Yeah.
Just the same old.
You know what? You got to get up and make the sausage, as they say. And it's going to be a good day. The weekend's on the way. Is anyone thinking about the weekend? Kathy, are you?
Definitely, always, especially on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get through the day. That's why we're here. That's why they pay us to come in here, to get people through the Wednesday. Hey, Kathy needs something special. What do you have, Nate?
Kathy is getting the most special of hoodies out of the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show closet, thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health.
It's on the way. Here it comes.
Thank you so much. You guys really make my day. You make me laugh, you make me think, and it's a pleasure to be talking to you all. And I hope you have a really wonderful Wednesday.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're the most polite person.
You
My
are.
goodness.
Truly.
I really wish you would stay here because after I put you on hold, I'm stuck with these people in this room.
Oh, it's about to get dark.
Nothing polite going on here. Yourself, me included. Oh, Kathy, hold on one second. Hoodie on the way. There you go. She's very polite.
Very, very.
Very.
I need more of that.
For
Why
this
don't,
show.
why don't you people act more like our friend Kathy?
Because we're around you.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I'm still chuckling over last night's. I was catching up with Righteous Gemstones last night.
Okay.
I was howling out loud. I was telling this to Gandhi earlier. The writers for this show have totally just fallen off the cliff in a great, funny way.
Oh, that's good.
How fun. Like, it would be amazing to just be in a writer's room. Be a writer for something fun.
I don't think they write half of it. I think they just make it up as they go.
Amazing.
They
Even
do.
better.
They really do. There's a concept going on, and I'm gonna tell you this in a few minutes to tell you how effed up this show is. And it's not even a spoiler alert, but it definitely is something that happens in the show that makes you go, what is this show about?
Oh.
If you're not watching Gemstones, then you have no clue.
Okay.
But if you're watching White Lotus, and you know Mr. Coggin, what's his
Walton
name?
Goggins.
Goggles. I mess his name up every time.
Walker Goggles.
His character in Gemstones is so different than his character Rick, I believe.
Yeah.
In Lotus.
Yeah.
You got to see him. His dinger was out all night last night,
Wow.
That is a spoiler.
and they're showing his saggy butt.
He's becoming like a sex symbol from White Lotus.
Oh, okay. You should see it.
His butt is saggy. That's hard to believe. He looks
Yeah.
like someone who'd have a firm tush.
Danielle, if he's a sex symbol from Lotus,
Yeah.
it's the opposite from Gemstones.
Oh, damn. Well, that's good. That shows he's very versatile as an actor.
He was water skiing with his old saggy butt hanging out.
He's
Spoiler
only like
alert.
he's early 50s in real life.
Maybe it's not his body,
Maybe it's not his saggy ass.
but they show everything else too. Anyway, we'll get into that later. We shall roll into the three things we need to know. So much going on. How do you choose the three things?
I think I try to look for the ones that are catching the most attention from everyone, because if it's three things you need to know, then, these are the things that you should know if other people are talking about them too.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's start in the Dominican Republic. The death toll has risen to at least 98 after a roof collapse at a nightclub. Among the dead are two former MLB players. Octavio Dotel played with 13 teams over 15 seasons after getting his start with the Mets in 1999. He was pulled alive from the rubble, but he passed away from his injuries after being taken to a hospital. Also lost in the collapse, Tony Blanco, who made appearances in nearly 60 games for the Washington Nationals. The collapse happened early Tuesday, with the country's president posting on X, "Our prayers are with the affected families." The video of that roof coming down is very scary. I don't even know how you would handle something like that in a nightclub. President Trump's new tariffs against China and dozens of other countries are now in effect. Yesterday, the U.S. added an 84% tariff on imports from China after it missed a deadline to lift retaliatory tariffs. This brings the total levy on Chinese goods to 104%. Meanwhile, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has begun collecting tariffs from more than 80 countries. Wall Street reacted, with stock futures dropping once again. And finally, Meta is aiming to take Instagram and make it a little safer for teens with some new safeguards. The company announced yesterday that teenagers under the age of 16 will not be able to use the live feature without their parents' permission. Instagram will also require parental permission to turn on the feature that blurs suspected nudity in DMs. We've all seen that, right?
I wish we had that in real life.
Especially with saggy butts going around.
Exactly. Your eyes just automatically just blur.
I don't want to see that. Meanwhile, Meta will offer teen accounts for Facebook and Messenger that provide similar protections. The company said that there are now 54 million teens around the world with Instagram teen accounts since they launched last year. And those are your three things.
You guys ready for your Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yo. I'm going to play hooky. Goodbye.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
America's heroes need our help. Let's do good in their honor by donating $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Go to T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Hey, so we had such a great lunch yesterday. Got to share it with you. Norwegian Cruise Line now has Aqua.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, baby.
Aqua is, 5-6 blocks away from where we're sitting right now on the Hudson River. We rolled on to beautiful, beautiful Aqua, the latest, and we had this gorgeous lunch, got a tour of the ship, hung out with our friends from Norwegian. We had a great day. It was such a beautiful ship. Oh, my God.
She's a babe.
You know what? They keep getting, I'm not going to say better and better because they're all different. But Aqua was stunning.
The blue, there's this blue that I mean, I know Gandhi and I think it's like a power color. You know, that bright blue?
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere on the ship, and it looks so beautiful. It's just such a great color. Pops.
Well, maybe we should book a trip.
Oh, that would be nice.
Just saying.
Do it.
The official, the official christening is coming up soon down in Miami, and Eric,
Stone Street.
I always mess his name up. I always call him Street Stone.
No, that's the wheat
That's the wheat
stone.
stone.
I know.
That's the crap that don't work in here.
Yeah, Eric
Stone
Street is the official godparent. And, of course, we sat down with Mr. Street Stone, and we let Stone Street. And we talked about what it's like, being a godparent on these beautiful, beautiful vessels that travel around the world and take you to exotic locations. And anyway, he's going to be a good godparent, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. They said yesterday they have a lot of plans for him. So, and he's very, very nice and easy to work with, unlike you, which is great.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pot calling kettle black.
Hey.
Yes, Nate, what?
So, we were talking to some of the people from NCL, and he wanted to be so involved in the ship. He wanted to basically look in every nook and cranny so he could be a good godparent and know that his
so
ship was
nice.
worthy of him being a godparent.
Aw.
I wonder if he hid something in a cranny and we can go find it like a scavenger hunt.
Let's go check the crannies.
Yeah.
Or a granny.
Both.
You shouldn't hide things in your granny.
No.
Bad idea.
Definitely
Not really.
Don't ask me how I know. I just know for a fact. Granny hiding is not a good thing.
No.
Let's get into your horoscopes. Producer Sam, who are you doing them with?
The granny over your shoulder, waiting patiently, Mr. Scary Jones.
Oh, God, not a very popular man in the room today. Oh, whoa, you really dug your hole deep yesterday, young man.
Sorry. I'll try and redeem myself.
No, you won't.
You smell like smoke.
Do I really? I think, no, it's the coffee. Look, right here.
Wait, why is your coffee smoking?
It's got a smoky taste to it.
Yeah, they burn those beans. All right, here we go.
Good.
Go.
Well, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. You share it with Lil Nas X, turning 26. Also, Kristen Stewart and Gerard Way, Dennis Quaid, Elle Fanning, Leighton Meester, and Jesse McCartney. What? It's a big birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jesse McCartney.
Some of those
And
names,
Leighton Meester and Jesse McCartney and Dennis Quaid and Elle Fanning.
Leighton Meesty.
Leighton.
But he said something else.
Leighton Meester.
Yes.
Leighton. Did I say Leighton?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Capricorn, you don't have to get it right the first time. Hey, just like me. Hey,
Are you a Capricorn?
and you don't have to be perfect, so do it anyway. Your day's an 8.
Aquarius, stop holding your breath over what might happen and just enjoy what is happening. Your day's a 9.
Pisces, being right is not always worth going to war. It's okay to decide not to waste your breath. Your day's a 7.
Aries, growth in itself isn't that difficult. It's our resistance to it that makes things harder. Your day's an 8.
Taurus, your instincts are usually right, but don't forget to question them. Something feels off. Your day's a 6.
Hey, Gemini, you might be moving in the right direction, but are you doing it in the right way? Keep yourself proud. Your day's a 10.
Cancer, there is still so much joy to come. Focus on that rather than what's already passed. Your day, a 9.
Leo, emotions are complicated things. You can't be expected to understand them all as soon as you feel them. Your day's a 9.
Virgo, you may be dealing with one crisis after another, but it's okay. Zoom out, and there'll be radar blips. Your day is a 7. What? They're going to be radar blips.
What?
Zoom out, and there'll be radar blips.
Yep.
Your day's a 7. I'm being set up to fail.
Scary. Libra, break old patterns and you'll create entirely new possibilities. Your day's an 8.
Scorpio, if it's not inspiring, it's not worth your time. Say yes to the things that spark feeling. Your day's a 6.
And finally, for the love of God, Sagittarius, you love taking risks. Sometimes the biggest ones take the longest to pay out. Your day's a 5, and those are your Wednesday morning horoscopes. I think.
Over? Is it over?
Jesus.
It's over. Oh, my God. Thank you. Who wrote that? Radar blips.
The stars, apparently.
Someone is setting Scary up for failure.
Every day.
Stars.
Oh, you know what? We got to talk about something really kind of fun here. It's iHeart Week on Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know what happened yesterday, but something big happened on Wheel of Fortune. Does that make sense? I don't know what happened yesterday, but I do know that something happened on Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
I was sitting there and my phone just started blowing up. Oh my God, we just saw you on Wheel of Fortune. This is great. I'm like, what? I didn't know how many friends of mine are actually wheel watchers.
Yep. That's awesome.
So they ran a promo during iHeart Week last night on Wheel of Fortune. I haven't even heard it, haven't seen it. I think it was that one I did with Vanna White.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, what?
When she was in.
I can't, what?
When she was in, yes, you did a promo.
That's what he said.
When would I have done that?
You did it in the room.
I watched you.
No. Oh, no, he
Oh,
says
you mean
when she was in. I mean, when or what other time would I have done that?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Why not? But
Yeah, he didn't go see her, so I guess he's right.
I flew all the way to LA to see Vanna White. I'm just pointing out. I don't think you had to say that.
Everybody needs more sleep in this.
I don't
room.
know. Anyway,
Brain rot.
so this is what happened. I think they're telling us what we need to do on the show.
Vanna and our special guest tell us about this. Check it out.
I'm so happy to be here in New York City with my friend Elvis Duran at his morning show studio. And a lucky contestant has the chance to experience the fun too.
We love a good giveaway. So join me and my morning show family right here in New York City for an exclusive tour of our studio.
And take in all the best sights and sounds on this Big Apple adventure.
Who's that? Can't wait to see you here in New York.
You could be here too.
What happened to my voice?
The meds kicked in.
And we'll see you in New York.
It'll be a great adventure.
They must have asked. They added that prize at the end.
No, I think that was my voice. Anyway, so I do believe, is it tonight? I don't know what I'm talking about. Is it tonight on Wheel?
Scotty.
Scotty's a wheel watcher.
I am a wheel watcher. You want my spin ID? The contestant got the wedge on the wheel, but she did not win the trip, so I'm not quite sure how it works now.
Oh, do they put us back on the wheel or
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think someone at home is able to win that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But here's something I learned, and nothing against the fine people at Wheel of Fortune. They said the trip to New York to come see us and go do a few things was worth $7,500. I'm like, that's worth a lot more than $7,500.
Totally.
Yeah.
Please.
Lunch alone out here. It's crazy.
They put me on sale. They put our show on sale.
You don't want it to be that expensive because then you're going to pay tax on it.
Did you have a stroke?
We're not paying.
Talking on the side of my mouth.
Why are you talking to the side of your
Because you don't want it to be that expensive, because if you win it, then you have to pay taxes on it. So you want it to be lower.
I got a stroke.
Nick's Popeye today.
Okay, so
What did I do today?
we're waiting.
Oh my God.
I'm buying you breakfast.
This room is crazy.
Okay, we cannot have a show like we had yesterday.
Why?
Why
That was
not?
a great show.
It was good.
It was abusive.
Oh, it was fabulous.
It was toxic.
It was not.
A little bit.
A lot of people were texting and saying they loved the show yesterday. it was really, really.
See, every now and then we just need to fight to the death.
Well, if Scary and Nate don't say any dumbass things today, we won't have problems.
Too late.
Versatile. We're going to take a break now.
Okay, using all of your mouth, can you tell us what you were saying about the cost?
I was saying, I didn't want to say this on the air,
Well,
but the more expensive it is, the more tax you have to pay if you win it. So it is beneficial for it to be less of a prize. Does that make sense to anybody but me?
It does, but
Yeah.
you know what? If you win a prize and it's a prize, they should pay the taxes. You shouldn't
That's
have to pay
not
the
how
taxes.
this
I know
is.
that's not how it works, but it really should be how it works.
Well, don't say that because then we'll have to pay taxes on
Right.
people who win things from us.
Oh, okay.
And
Stop
on
it.
the flip side of what Nate's saying, if they value it higher and then somebody takes the cash option, they get more money.
But then they have to pay tax on that, too.
But they're still
Okay.
getting more money. They're getting money.
All right, well,
Anyway.
we'll do the math during the next song. What do we have coming up? Anything good?
Yeah, the new Minecraft movie is Gen Z's version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Dolly Parton's fans are determined to do something, and I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, people are already complaining about the chaos in the room.
Oh,
They're complaining. I thought they loved it.
Well, actually, they say they like it.
Oh.
Oh, dear Lord. You know, today is a day, as you can tell. Idina Menzel will be on today.
Yay.
Talking about her new musical on Broadway that Danielle saw and that we're going to go see too. Barbara Corcoran coming in. Very important timing with her visit.
Yeah.
Considering having money and losing money is just a major, major conversation going on right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what her take is on this. All right, so let's move forward. Danielle is on the way. We also have a $1,000 free money phone tap later on. Our friend Tommy Daddario hosts I've Never Said This Before. Tommy, who's on the podcast this week?
I have actor Milo Manheim on the show today, who you know from the Zombies franchise and the hit series School Spirits. Today, he's opening up about getting killed by Sabrina Carpenter in a music video and so much more. You don't want to miss it.
I've Never Said This Before. New episodes every Tuesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hey, feel free to text us at 55100. Can we just go through a few of these?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Yeah, we too. We're watching Wheel of Fortune last night. My husband said it would all be good except for that Elvis Duran part. And she said, well, that's why I want to win. So I don't know. So we're kind of split down the center in that household.
Oh, boy.
All right, fine. Let's see. Oh, your show, once again, just like yesterday, off the rails. You're cracking me up. Have a great day. Keep up the good work. So I guess the more screwed up we are, the more they like the show.
I guess so.
Should you pop an allergy pill?
I should, because I'm allergying up. I'm allergic to something. I can't take those pills. I can't.
No, I don't think
I
you
won't. Oh, you said that Idina Menzel is in? You mean Adele Dazeem is coming in?
Yes.
When you know, you know. I love you guys. The morning chaos has me cackling. I entered to win that getaway to come see you in New York City. Thanks to Wheel of Fortune, I think I may win. I don't know. A lot of people checking in. You can text us as well at 55100. Danielle, you ready to go?
Sure.
All right. What do you got going on today?
All right. Well, Tyla is now an ambassador for Pandora Jewelry. She has a new campaign out there, and it features her decked out and handpicked charms that reflect her life and her career. A People magazine staffer is saying that she has made it her mission to get Jack Black named this year's sexiest man alive.
Really?
Yeah, so now John Krasinski is the reigning title holder. He won the honor last November. And again, we're going to find out in mid-November. So we do have time to get Jack Black to win if we want. She says that, look, he is a man who's a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, he can act his face off. She said he's got the moves of a jungle cat, and he's an absolute genius when it comes to comedy, and he's got that signature devilish grin.
He does.
So,
I like it when he does that devilish side eye.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to having Jack Black as sexiest man alive, you know?
You know what? We got to stop voting for the people who are like obviously attractive.
Yeah, they get enough in this life.
They do.
What?
Obviously attractive.
So we want the sexiest man alive to not be sexy.
Well, he's sexy
No.
in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are more things to being sexy than
Sure.
a chiseled face. You agree with that?
Of course.
So,
But you just don't want it to go to a regular sexy person. You're saying you
See,
want more.
But once again, what is regular sexy? This is what I'm questioning.
You're saying traditionally sexy, somebody just staring at them and being, you said obviously sexy. So you don't want that. You want more to it.
Well, I just think that there's more to being sexy than the way that chiseled, perfect look.
There should be a talent competition.
He has talent.
He is like funny sexy, and him being so funny and that crack in Jumanji, he made me laugh so much that I could totally see the sexiness factor.
I will give you this.
Yeah.
Jack Black, don't want to have sex with him.
Oh.
Is that sexy? Does sexy mean you want to have sex with him?
No, I don't think so.
I kind of thought it did because it had the word sex in it, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Sexy version. Okay. Everyone's talking about Walter Collins.
Oh, he's
Walton
next.
Goggins.
Walter Goggins.
Yeah, Walter Goggins.
Walton Goggins, yeah.
Everyone says he's sexy.
Yeah.
Is that your traditional, I want to have sex with him kind of guy?
I don't
More
know.
so than Jack Black, maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
a lot of women want to have sex with him.
Yeah.
So he's 53 years old, and he has a female fan base that call themselves Goggins Girlies.
They do.
And he was on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast saying, do I feel this moment? I feel that there's an energy out there that is one of this amazing feeling of love. It's really good. He says, I'm doing the best that I can to reciprocate it. It's an affection thing. It's genuine gratitude. And he loves the support. And he said he loves being a bleeping human being right now.
There you go.
He's very happy. So
I'll read you this text. A female Jack Black would never, ever be considered for any award having to do with sexy. Double standards.
Double standards, yep.
See, guys can be cute, cuddly.
Yes.
That
makes them sexy, cute, and cuddly.
Yeah, it is a double standard there.
Yeah.
Now I'm all itchy.
All right, sorry. So streamer Kai Cenat gave back during a recent live stream. He bought pizza for children, and he got lots of kudos for the gesture. People were like, that's the coolest thing, including Rihanna, who DM'd him saying, Kai, I love this. And he was freaking out that she reached out. All the celebrities want to hang out with him and stream with him and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Lady Gaga is getting very excited. She's hitting the Coachella stage this weekend, Friday at 11:10 p.m. to be exact. She cannot wait to sing some of her new stuff, including her song Killer. She says it is going to be total mayhem, a good time, and she cannot wait to take that stage and become a spectacle to all. So she's not telling us all the details, but she said it's going to be good, so we can't wait. So Dolly Parton International Airport. Doesn't that sound good? There's a change.org petition looking to name Nashville's airport after the country legend. And so far, it has 50,000 signatures. People love their Dolly Parton. Yeah, and they're like, look, she is, she's amazing, and we love her. And proud citizens of Tennessee say that, she's deep rooted here, and we would love to see her get this named in her honor. So we'll see if it happens. So we've been talking about this on and off, but there's a scene in the Minecraft movie where Jack Black yells out "chicken jockey," and chaos happens in the movie theater. Popcorn gets thrown, people are dancing. There's like all kinds of craziness that happens with people jumping out of their seats, and a lot of the people that own movie theaters are really trying to control the situation. But now they're saying, well, when we saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we used to throw things at the screen all the time, right?
We would throw toast.
So they're saying that this is Gen Z's Rocky Horror.
It is.
The Minecraft movie.
You've never been to Rocky Horror Picture Show, Gandhi?
Oh, you'd have to wear a V on your head if you never went before, because you're a virgin.
I refuse.
There are rules.
Yeah, there are rules.
Who brings toast to a theater?
Well, when they come to a scene where they all pick up their glasses and toast each other on the scene, you throw toast in the theater.
So you brought pre-made toast.
Yeah.
Toasted toast.
That's one of the many things you do.
And you yell profanities. It's fabulous.
Okay.
I'll take you. Do they still do?
Yes.
That was a big thing years ago.
And you remember, she has to wear the V on her head, because if you're a virgin and you've never been, you wear the V on your head.
I will not.
She won't go. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about it.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about Post Malone. Can you believe he owes more than $500,000 in taxes? They charged him with $470,000 in unpaid taxes from the pandemic, 21 and 22. Then the state of Kansas informed him that, you owe $23,000 for the year of 2022. So he's owing a lot of money, but I'm guessing he can pay that. Everybody's Live with John Mulaney on Netflix. That's on tonight.
How is that doing?
You get. I don't know. I don't watch it. So
the promos they're playing for it, they're funny, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Okay. Episode 4 of Seth Rogen's The Studio on Apple TV Plus. You've got The Masked Singer. You have Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy semifinal number 2 tonight, and also What Would You Do over on ABC. And that is my Danielle report.
I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you again. You're not telling people to watch it. Gemstones.
Let me put that down.
You have to be really demented and effed up in the head to watch this show. I'm telling you right now. I'll give you a scene. So, the daughter on Gemstones, her husband wanted to enter a pole dancing competition.
Okay.
Where he's like half naked.
Okay.
He did, and he fell and hit his face. Had to go to the hospital. They did surgery on him. He's in a wheelchair. So they got a monkey to come be his assistant at the house.
That's a great idea.
Wow. Okay.
That would be an amazing idea. Should we have said spoiler alert?
No. Okay, here's the thing. I could tell you every scene and it wouldn't spoil anything.
How do you figure?
You got to see it and you'll understand what I'm saying. You think, when we're off the rails in here, nothing compared to Righteous Gemstones. Nothing.
Okay.
The writing is getting more and more crazy. Don't watch it with kids. It's not safe for work. It's very, very, very nuts.
I'm still in season 2.
It keep going because they rev it up every season. So
by the way, I'm Love on the Spectrum. It's nothing like Righteous Gemstones. It's
Thank God.
fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. And every episode just gets better and better. And
have you cackled out loud a few times?
Yes. Yeah. And you fall in love with them and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till now I know they find love because they've been posting about it on their Instagrams.
Yeah.
But so far I'm not at that part yet. So.
Okay.
Connor and Tanner and James, man.
Connor's the cute. I love Connor.
They're on the list.
Family.
That's on the list for me. And of course, I promised Nate I would start watching The Pit this weekend.
Oh yeah.
He said, you got to see this show. It'll make you cry, make you so sad.
Series finale
Can't
Thursday.
Wait.
It's fantastic. It's amazing. I cry every episode at least once. Please watch it.
Okay. Duly noted. Thank you, Nate.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Oh, we got to talk about Towers to Terror. Towers to... God, I can't read it right. Tunnel to Towers. I'm thinking of a ride at Disney World. I'm sorry.
You're in Disney World.
They do the greatest things. These people, these friends of ours at Tunnel to Towers. Let me give you another story. United States Marine Corps, James Carey. He joined the Marine Corps, rather, and he was inspired by his grandfather, who also served in the Marines. Anyway, he loved being a Marine. His life changed forever. He was doing this training exercise, and James lost consciousness, nearly drowned. Of course, brain injury, left him blind, unable to use his body, memory loss, dementia. I mean, it really, really, really wrecked him and his family's life. So, you know what they did? The Tunnel to Towers Foundation. They built James a specially adapted smart house. Totally free. Wow. It now enables James to live more independently. It's because of generosity of friends like you. The lives of America's heroes and their families are being improved. This is one of a billion stories coming out from our friends at Tunnel to Towers. James Carey, so many service members, first responders, they pay this high price for keeping our country and communities safe. So through Tunnel to Towers, friends like you can say thank you, not only through words, but through actions. And America's heroes need your help now more than ever. Help heroes like James and their families. We've done it. Please follow along and do it as well. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers. That's it, $11 a month. To Tunnel to Towers at t2t.org. That's T, the number 2, and then t.org. Do it today.
One, two, three, 2, 1. Hey! Let's go. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
All right, so what'd you sleep in last night?
Oh, hello, lady.
There's a reason I want to bring this up. We were talking about it during the song. What did you sleep in last night? Danielle, what did you sleep in last night?
Black shorts and a little gray T-shirt.
What kind of shorts? Like gym shorts?
Yeah, no, like cute little,
sleeping shorts.
Yeah, like sleeping shorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Gandhi? What did you sleep in last
Something
night?
similar. A pair of kind of jogging shorts.
Yeah.
Sort of. And a T-shirt.
Yeah, I had like very loose fitting jogging shorts.
Yeah.
No undergarments.
Oh, hello.
No.
Well, Grandma used to say, air it out at nighttime.
Grandma was right. And next time you pray and talk to Grandma, let her know that Uncle Elvis is airing it out.
I will tell her.
I just ordered these thing called jammies, I think, Jamy.
Looking them up.
It was definitely an Instagram purchase. I can't wait to get those. They say never ever wear these with underwear ever.
Oh,
Jammy,
Jambies.
Jambies.
It's performance inactive.
Can you speak to the microphone? What?
It's performance inactive wear. So I guess that means you're not being active.
That's so perfect for me. Scary. You should get some jambies.
Oh, God, I have a whole wardrobe of that.
Anyway, okay, so I would wear those to sleep. What do you wear when you sleep?
Okay, so I mentioned it last week. I figured out the secret formula for myself because I'm a hot sleeper.
What's the article of clothing you wear when you sleep?
Only a T-shirt. A very thin, almost transparent T-shirt and no bottoms. I'm Donald Ducking it.
Donald Ducking it.
Because I
What
just
about you,
generate too much.
Scary?
Underwear and a T-shirt.
Okay, all right.
What a visual I have right now.
Yeah, there ain't nothing sexy going on in this room.
No.
What about just me included? That's not just you.
I just need to know how long the T-shirts are.
Yeah.
Are they crop tops and underwear? Or like what?
Do you
what are we
belt
doing?
your T-shirt? So you were talking about watching White Lotus.
Yes.
And which character were you talking about?
Victoria Ratliff. She went to sleep every night wearing an Ebenezer Scrooge bed gown. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it looked like something not of this time.
A night shirt.
Is that what that is?
I guess.
I think it was a nightgown.
A nightgown.
It looked like it was maybe frilly and lacy at the top. It was just white. It looked very Sound of Music.
Dowdy.
Yeah.
Sound of Music.
And I thought, wow, do people really sleep in things like this? Or is this a really wealthy person thing and I just have no idea?
I don't know. I mean, the idea is to be as comfortable as possible. And they say you get a better sleep if you sleep cooler than warmer,
Okay.
right? That's what they say. And also the position, if you're sleeping on your stomach versus your side versus your back. I guess we're all different, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and plus, if you're going through menopause or something like that, you're you sometimes start out with clothes on, and then you're naked by the time you wake up, and you wonder, where'd all those clothes go?
Attention, all menopausal men, come sleep with me.
Yeah, maybe Nate is menopausal.
Maybe.
Are you supposed to? I mean, so traditional pajamas, right, with the buttons down the front.
Right.
That cannot be comfortable.
Some people have been sleeping in those their entire lives,
Yeah.
and they cannot sleep without them.
Do you wake up with button impressions on your body?
I don't see if I wear something like that. I'll wake up with it sideways. Like the buttons will be going down my side. I don't know how I get there, but you know what I'm saying? Is that,
Don't get me started on a tank top. You wake up, there's one boob out every
Always,
time. Yeah.
always.
Sideways, crazy
All right.
looking. Yeah.
I don't know. I do wonder if it's like a very wealthy person thing where you'd put on your pajamas.
Right.
And your sleeping cap. Don't forget your
sleeping cap.
She was just one step away. Like, she had to walk down the hallway, a dark hallway with like a candle and a tea plate.
Yes.
A saucer.
Yeah, saucer candle.
I was looking
Well,
for
I don't
things.
know. So, text us, 55100. What are you wearing?
It has to be loose and like, you have to be able to move in it.
Right.
You know, you can't like be restricted.
There are times I do like to go in fully naked.
Okay.
And I do feel like I get a better sleep.
Maybe you do.
do it. So do it. That was an experiment. It worked. That's why I'm Donald Ducking it, because
Oh my gosh.
it just.
Then why are you wearing a shirt? Why don't you go all naked?
Yeah.
I only have the
Free the
sheets up to
nipple.
about my nipples. So then I just need a little bit of covering because, if your shoulders get cold or something.
Okay, all right.
All I see is Nate with this T-shirt and a little peeky peek.
I picture the t-shirt being a crop top. Why?
It is a shorter
Short
shirt. It's a very thin old shirt.
I'm going to wear a crop top and Daisy Dukes to bed so I can wash that car in the morning.
Make it hot. See, I have to be able to sleep in something that allows a lot of movement, because I
Right.
am a rotisserie chicken when I'm sleeping at night.
Are you always on the spit?
Just constantly rotating, constantly. It's crazy. I don't know why anyone ever sleeps in bed with me.
What's scary?
So, do you change your undergarment?
Yes.
Before or after? Like, so do you sleep and then you put a new one on in the morning, or do you put a new one on and go to bed with it?
Oh, good question.
Or do you change it twice?
I think I feel like it depends on the day and how much time I have, and if I showered before I go into bed or if I shower in the morning. I think it depends.
Yeah, I wear shorts with no underwear, so I don't know. Anyway, so here we are.
Sometimes, though, if you wear those shorts with no underwear, it goes right up your butt crack.
Yeah, there's an invader.
Yeah.
A girl can dream. Anyway, hey, moving on to something else. I was reading this article in the New York Times yesterday about how restaurant owners and managers here in New York City and across the country are saying people are not taking leftovers home like they used to.
That is wild.
It is to me too, because I'm the leftover king.
Yeah.
And even though I usually leave them in my car for 3 weeks. No, but they're saying, and they were talking to our friend Emmett from Emmett's, the incredible pizza place. They were noticing more and more people's plates being bussed off the tables with food on them and not going into to-go containers. And he says, well, that's a waste of food. They can't donate that food. They can't legally do that, and they shouldn't, I guess. But why is this going on? Well, one of the theories, especially in the cities, like here in New York City, more and more people are ordering to go or delivery. So they don't need more food in the refrigerator, or if it's going to go bad and they're going to throw it out, or I don't know. I love leftovers.
In the city, too, you could box it up and take it outside and probably
Give it to
find a
someone.
homeless
Yeah.
person to give it to.
I always take it. I give it to people all the time.
Yeah.
Scary always has a problem with me taking my leftovers, but
why?
He thinks.
He says you look like trash.
I look poor. Yeah.
You look poor.
Yeah, you did.
Don't put words
You
in
know
my
you
That's what
did
you
say-
said, you turd.
You said it on the air.
I said it.
Okay, calm down. Calm down, Mary. Calm down.
It shouldn't be in a clear container. Always put your leftovers in something.
Why?
Why?
Because I don't like, because when people stare at your leftovers.
No one's staring.
He said
No
it's
one-
disgraceful.
No one cares. You think everyone's looking at you all the time. They're not. No offense. No one cares about your see-through to-go container.
Yeah, not one person. I also think it could be tourism. Do you think there are a lot of tourists? Because if you have a hotel that doesn't have a
True.
fridge or a microwave,
Yep.
maybe you just can't take it with you.
Well, Emmett's may not be as much of a touristy place. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't think there is a.
And there
Right
are
answer.
there are some places, like say you go to like a restaurant and then you're going to go see a show right
Okay,
afterwards.
right.
They will not let you leave the food and then come back and pick it up. So you'd have to take it to the theater with you, and a lot of people don't want to do that. And
A lot of theaters don't let
stinky,
you.
and yeah, so
I will look
There's
into
reasons.
this. I want to find out. I have the article here. Maybe I should read the whole article. You know me. I read 2 sentences and I think I know everything.
don't you think leftovers sometimes though are better than the original meal?
Yes.
Leftovers are my favorite food group.
So good.
Well, because
And
they're
sauce.
there when you need them.
Yeah.
Like right now, I ordered from Hutong, this incredible Chinese restaurant.
What'd you get?
Yesterday. Oh my God, I got duck. I got the duck and the pancakes and the hoisin sauce. Yes. And I'm thinking about it right now. It's sitting in my refrigerator going,
How about the fried rice? Did you get the fried rice?
Of course I did.
Oh, such good fried rice.
And I got the long beans, the string beans they saute.
Yeah.
Got those.
I'm so hungry.
I'm salivating.
Where's our breakfast?
Hey, okay, so we're juggling two topics here. We're talking about what you sleep in and why aren't you taking food home? The two have little in common. Nicole, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? I can't believe I'm on with you guys.
Well, I can't believe you're here either, but you're here. So let's just move on then. Let's get over it. You're here. Nicole, you're a part of the family now. We can't help that. Look, first of all, do you take leftovers home from restaurants when you're done?
Absolutely. My mom would take the rolls from the table and wrap them up in a napkin and shove them in our purse. And her phrase was always, "That'll make a nice lunch for somebody."
I know, but does it ever become a lunch for somebody?
No, it ends up in the garbage 3 days later.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, what about you? Do you take food home?
Absolutely. I am not a food waster. Plus, leftovers usually taste better.
I love it. Yeah, Danielle was saying that.
And plus, sometimes I can make a different meal. Like if I bring home like a leftover fried rice from someplace, I'll add something to it and make it a different meal or add it to something.
Any side dish you have other than mashed potatoes, maybe, you can throw that in pasta.
Yeah.
All right, so Nicole, on to why you're calling. What do you sleep in at night?
Okay, so what I sleep in is pretty normal. I wear just a T-shirt and my underwear because I'm a hot sleeper. But I have to keep a pair of pajama pants on the floor next to my bed because I have this irrational fear that at some point I will need to wake up because my house is on fire or there's an intruder, and I would be mortified to have to see anybody in my underwear. So I keep pants next
You're right. You're right.
Makes sense.
Because when the guy with the machete breaks in to kill you, you want to have your pants on.
Exactly.
And if they're close by,
have my pants on.
I do too. I always keep pants on the floor, and I keep them in pant form, like they're not crumbled up.
Yeah.
So I know how to grab them, jump in.
I'm a firefighter. Yes, I'm a firefighter who needs to jump into their boots at any moment. I keep my pants ready.
I'm thinking about getting a fire pole installed.
Oh.
Last time I had a fire pole installed in my house, I would slide down the pole, and the Dalmatian was always sleeping at the bottom of the pole. If you know, you know. Anyway, so okay, so you're prepared for anything that could happen?
Yes, and I think because I'm prepared, nothing has ever happened.
Oh, that's good.
No.
It's like when you leave your umbrella at home, it rains. When you bring it, it doesn't.
This is true. All right, Nicole, thank you for sharing. Did you ever dream in a million years you'd be on the radio talking to several million people about you sleeping in your underwear? Ever?
No, this is terrifying.
It is. But I'm glad you're here. Look, we say much worse about ourselves, so you're doing okay, Nicole.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys so much. I listen every day, every morning.
Oh,
guys
thank
are the
you.
best.
Thank you.
I can't believe I talked to you about my underwear.
Thank you. You and your underwear have a beautiful day.
Thank you, too. Love you.
Love you, too. Bye-bye. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, I started watching some documentary series on whatever streaming service. It's about, Hollywood craziness, Hollywood scandal. And they were talking about the preacher father on Seventh Heaven. Have you seen this?
I did.
Is this the Hollywood Demons show?
Yes. Collins is his last name?
Yes, Stephen Collins.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Because I'd always heard that story, but when they actually tell the story, and he talks about it. He talks about trying to diddle around with the girl next door.
Yeah.
13 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
Ugh.
Very icky, very creepy.
Scotty B used to watch Seventh Heaven all the time because you were such a Jennifer Beal fan.
Jessica Biel. I loved her.
Jessica Biel fan.
Loved her.
Yeah. But a lot of people knew, several people in Hollywood knew that this Stephen Collins guy, whatever, had an issue with kids. And the next thing you know, he's on Seventh Heaven playing the father of all these kids.
Yeah.
They're like, ugh.
It's crazy because he looks so wholesome.
Oh,
what is that? What?
Just
but
saying.
listen, I've gone to those sex clubs in New York City,
Was Stephen Collins there?
for research.
For research, okay.
And it's the guy next door and the girl next door that has their clothes folded, sitting in line waiting to be, taken care of. It's crazy.
Like there's not a look to creep.
No.
There is a creepy look.
Okay.
But
why are you looking at scary?
I was just, I didn't even.
Creeper
these
make-
people just taking
Weird.
shots at me. I'm sitting here walking
I didn't even mean to do that.
Well, he's probably the least creepiest because he looks the most creepiest.
Right.
Does that make
They're
sense?
usually the safest.
He's too obvious.
Yeah.
You're too obvious. You know,
That's the thing.
you're off the hook, Scary, because you're obviously too creepy to be creepy.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You can sleep tonight. What's that name? Okay, nothing. All right.
So like in this room, it would probably be Nate that was a super creep.
Yeah.
Nah, see.
It would be. Like, you
You
just
know,
wouldn't
'cause I'm
expect
unassuming.
No, because you're the hot one.
He
Okay, I'll
is?
take that.
Well, kind of.
Don't feed that fire.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you're
first of
ugly.
all.
Doesn't mean you're ugly.
No, I didn't say ugly.
Not good looking?
I was just thinking very vanilla. Like you just never expect it.
None of these are compliments. I'm sorry.
They really aren't.
We're getting back at all of you for yesterday.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say something. I think this is complimentary.
Okay.
I don't think you're creepy because if you were, it would actually make you somewhat interesting.
Oh my God! That is
a
the
great
biggest
point. What a great
compliment
point.
I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm done.
That was a crap sandwich if ever there was one.
Yeah, an open face crab sandwich
with gravy.
Oh my God.
I love you, Nate.
Go to commercial.
Yeah, we were talking about yesterday's show because yesterday's show was 4 hours of this, like sitting in an electric chair for 4 hours.
Yeah.
We were just beating the crap out of each other left and right.
We did.
We got to stop. We have to come in one day and have a show where we're nice to each other.
Oh, those are boring.
The boys started it. They started it.
That is true.
The boys didn't start it.
Oh,
Scary started it.
Nate started it.
Nate.
I kind of
Nate
started.
started
I lit the fuse,
He did.
and Scary just blew on it to make
Yeah.
it go
All I
faster.
did was observe things.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again.
Observation.
Observe.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Three things
Okay.
you need to know from Gandhi, and then in about 15 minutes we have the $1,000 free money phone tap. Idina Menzel, when is she on?
35 minutes.
When's Barbara Corcoran on?
In an hour and 10.
All right, we got stuff to do. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right, President Trump's new tariffs against China and dozens of other countries are now in effect. Yesterday, the U.S. added an 84% tariff on imports from China after it missed a deadline to lift retaliatory tariffs. This brings the total levy on Chinese goods to 104%. Meanwhile, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has begun collecting tariffs from more than 80 nations. Stock futures are dropping again this morning as these sweeping global tariffs take place. As of last check, Dow futures were down more than 350 points. S&P 500 futures, along with the tech-heavy NASDAQ, are also in the red, pointing to a lower open on Wall Street. Health officials are confirming now a third case of measles in Colorado, this time with a possible troubling implication. The adult in question had not traveled recently, raising concerns about possible community transmission. Earlier cases we know were reported in Pueblo and Denver, but none appeared to be connected. Colorado is just one of many states being impacted by the highly contagious airborne disease. The latest numbers from the Department of Health and Human Services show over 500 cases in Texas alone, where an outbreak started among a largely unvaccinated religious community. And finally, don't forget you have less than a month now to get your Real ID. Enforcement
that's right.
My God, I gotta do
begins
that.
May 7th. Yeah. A Real ID compliant driver's license or ID card will be required to board domestic flights, enter certain federal buildings, and access nuclear facilities without additional documents.
How am I going to get into the nuclear facility without my special license?
Get that license.
Damn.
It is important. You will not keep me out of there. Those without a Real ID will still be able to do many things. Obviously, you can still drive, vote, and purchase alcohol or tobacco products, but you're going to need to get that Real ID at some point.
Well, or always take your passport to the airport.
Or just to a nuclear facility.
Yes.
You'll need it.
Is that it?
That's it. Those are your three things.
All right. Thanks to M&M's. And, of course, the M&M's Fun Club. Your $1,000 free money phone tap is next.
Another free money phone tap coming up next. Stop calling here. For the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show free money phone tap, no purchase necessary. Void in Montana, New Mexico, Washington, and where prohibited. For more info and rules, go to elvisduran.com/contest. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
The free money phone tap.
All right. It's Wednesday. We've been talking this week about the M&M's Fun Club. Have you not joined? Okay. You know, until I'm blue in the face, will I be telling you how fun and adventurous you will be perceived as if you join the M&M's Fun Club. Gandhi, have you joined yet?
Yes, of course.
There you go.
Because
See?
I'm fun. Do you perceive me that way?
I perceive you as fun
Yes.
and festive. Danielle, have you joined the M&Ms?
Of course. Hello.
Oh, it goes without saying.
Yes, you know I love M&Ms. Come on.
I can tell by looking at Nate. Nate has not joined the M&Ms.
Not yet. I can't attend all the meetings. There's just too many.
There's no meetings.
There's no meetings.
What kind of club is that?
Scotty joined before we even knew it
Yeah.
Yeah, he
existed.
did.
Scotty, tell everyone about the incredible benefits of joining the M&Ms Fun Club.
He's not in the studio.
Oh, he must be at a fun club meeting.
Sorry.
I think they're having a Zoom meeting today. Here's the thing. We love M&Ms anyway. You might as well join. You get free points every time you buy and scan your receipt online, and you trade them in for all sorts of fun swag. Exclusive sweepstakes entries. You can win things that non-members don't even know about. It's an exclusive club.
And you get 200 points just for signing up.
You did? I didn't.
Uh-oh.
It's like the SAT. You just put your name down, you get points.
Okay. So much cool stuff you can get, like M&M's apparel and accessories, collectibles, even cash back. Look at that. Whoever thought M&M's would get you cash back? Well, that's what happens when you are a member of the M&M's Fun Club. I want you to join today. Terms and conditions apply when you check them out at mms.com. Go to their website, mms.com. You'll see where to click, join the Fun Club. So now when you buy your M&Ms, you get points. I mean, you do it with everything else in life. Why would you not do it with your friggin' M&Ms? What's your problem? Don't make me mad. Join now. Be a member. Like I said, it's exclusive.
Don't make him mad.
Nate, it's going to change your life and you'll be fun.
I'm signing up now.
Okay.
Please do. I want proof. Print the receipt. Again, the M&M's Fun Club. Join now. We love our M&Ms. Terms and conditions apply, but look for rules and sign up now at mms.com. And thanks to the M&M's Fun Club, you're about to win $1,000 with a free money phone tap if you're calling 1-800-242-0100.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Not only does he give us the best sound every day, but Garrett also does great phone taps. What do you have today, Garrett?
Well, Elvis, Marissa wants to play a phone tap on a guy she just went on a date with. His name's Henry. We've never done this before. Normally, we do phone taps where the relationships have been established and they've been dating for months, years, whatever. So they only went out on one date. So Marissa thought, wouldn't it be funny to kind of test Henry and say, hey, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm going to call up Henry as the tattoo artist from the tattoo parlor.
Now, you played the tattoo artist several times on our show.
Yes.
You do a great job with it.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let's see what happens in this blossoming relationship when a tattoo is involved. This is Garrett's phone tap.
Hello.
Henry, see you, right?
Yeah, it's Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Hey, this is Todd over at Gerald Tattoo Shop. I'm here with Marissa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she asked me to give you a call. We just have a little issue right now. I'm trying to she's trying to put Henry on her lower back,
Well,
but we didn't know.
She shouldn't be doing that. We've only gone on one date.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I'm just doing my job. So
you should just stop the tattoo right now, for real.
Marissa, I got your boyfriend on the phone.
No, she's not. I'm not her boyfriend.
He has a problem. I think.
Hello.
Hi, Marissa. What are you doing?
Well, I just came down and I had this really great idea, and my girlfriends all thought it was a good idea. So, I'm getting a tattoo.
Listen, this is not a good idea. I don't know where. Well, look, I had a good time the other night at the Olive Garden.
Me too. I had such a good time. That's the thing. I think we really hit it.
No, I think that it was very nice, but I don't think we're at the tattoo stage. Maybe you should think about maybe just waiting a little bit.
I know you think that now, but my grandma and my grandpa on one date, literally one date, and then they've now been married for 40 years. So
I'll tell you what. Let me talk to the artist.
Okay, well, I'm going to hand the phone over to him.
Okay.
I love you.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, can you do me a favor? Do you have a back room? You can just step away for a minute?
Yeah, hold on. I'm walking there right now.
Look, this girl and I have gone on one date.
Wow. One.
I can't have her getting a tattoo of me on her.
Let me tell you, I mean, that's pretty intense. I mean, one date and she's already getting the tattoo. She must really...
Right. Exactly. So could you please do me a solid? Just stop this tattoo.
Stop the tattoo. Oh, so you're not, into her as then...
No, I mean, she's fine. I like her. She's a nice girl, but just please.
All right, but let me tell you, if you're not interested, then
I say I'm not interested. I just don't want to get a tattoo on her ass.
Well, she's a looker, so I'm just.
Yeah, she's a nice girl. I don't want to hear that kind of talk. All right, now please stop doing the tattoo. Just show some respect. All right.
All right. Well,
Come on,
but
man.
can I at least ask her out then if you're not going to take her on a date?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
So I can't ask her out, is what you're saying?
Let me talk to her again, please.
All right. Hold on. Hey, Marissa, yeah, your boyfriend's on the phone.
Hey, baby, everything all right?
Yeah, I just told him that I've been talking to this guy, and he just doesn't. I don't think this guy is legit. I really.
Liz, I'm just gonna finish up right here. I'm gonna get out of here, and then I'll see you later tonight.
Marissa, you cannot get a tattoo of my name on your back. That's crazy. But Marissa, we went on one date. You do not get a tattoo of a person. That's a crazy thing to do. And you didn't strike me as crazy the other night. So please, we haven't even gone to a movie, or you could meet my parents. That's crazy, Marissa. It's crazy. Be reasonable.
Hey, Henry. My name's Garrett from the Elvis Duran Morning Show, and you just got phone tapped.
Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
No, there's no kidding. Marissa, there's no tattoo?
No, there's no tattoo. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. You are crazy.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Phone taps every morning, making a living, just irritating people. There's going to be a price to pay for this.
Dream job.
It is yours. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff.
What's up, guys? Good morning.
Well, good morning to you. Now, Jeff, I know a lot about the great state of New York, but I've never heard of this town you're calling from. Cincinnatus?
Cincinnatus, New York. It's a small rural town just outside of Cortland.
Cortland.
Oh,
Now, Cortland is exactly, where's that? Cortland. I'm kidding. I know Cortland.
Central New York, about 40 miles south of Syracuse.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
That's where my
you're talking.
sister went to school. She went to Cortland for college.
Did she ever had lunch in? Did she ever have lunch in Cincinnatus?
She might have.
I love it. Well, Jeff, see, we learned something from you. The least we can do is give you $1,000. So there you have it. You won.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
Take that down to the Cincinnatus National Bank. Put that in there. You'll love it. So look, so what do you do, Jeff, in Cincinnatus?
Well, I actually work in Cortland. I work for a flooring store, and just dropping my kids off at school this morning, and we try every morning to win.
Hey, kids! Oh, my God, the kids are there. Hey, kids! Oh, my God, you're rich. Take all of Daddy's money and run. Run away.
Right?
Yeah, this is so cool. You sound like a great great dad, Jeff. Thank you for listening. You have a beautiful day, and enjoy your cash.
You guys
okay?
too.
Hold on. Now, don't leave.
I appreciate it.
Hold on. Oh, I love Jeff. The first words out of Jeff's mouth. Good morning.
Yes.
I like that. All right. So, no matter where you're listening, if you're in Cincinnatus or Cincinnati, we got you covered with another $1,000 free money phone tap tomorrow. Thanks to our friends at M&M's Fun Club. You should join for your free points and turn them in for all sorts of good stuff. That's MMS.com. MMS.com. Sign up. What?
Cincinnatus sounds like the singular of Cincinnati.
It does. Or it sounds like something you have like in the lower back. Like, oh, my Cincinnatus is acting up. It's acting up.
Hate when that happens.
I know. My God. So in about 25 minutes, we're running kind of late, but Idina Menzel is on the way to talk about her new musical on Broadway. Also, Barbara Corcoran coming by. We got to talk money. Look, I know talking money, especially in this day, is a little sad and trying, depressing. But she will give it a spin and make us all feel good. That will be her mission. So Barbara Corcoran on the way, too.
If you love the morning show, it's a good idea to follow our socials.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
At Elvis Duran Show.
Follow them today.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. And the Morning Show.
Hey, what the hell date is this? April 9th?
Yeah.
Should it be this cold?
No, it's ridiculous.
Oh, my.
Unseasonably cold
Did
today.
you see the video I posted yesterday? The wind was so ridiculous. I was wearing a winter coat in the middle of April. That's ridiculous. It was
No.
so freaking cold
Can you
out.
please finish the word ridiculous when you say that?
What I said
You always
ridiculous.
say you always say ridic,
It
and
was
then you
so
move.
ridiculous.
and
I
you-
thought I said ridiculous.
No, you didn't finish it, but you
I
do this
did.
all the time. I'm like,
I didn't
she
even
said-
notice.
you'll go. It's so ridiculous. I gotta tell you. I'm like,
I don't even realize I do it.
I think it's hilarious. I think you do it on purpose.
Maybe.
You like saying that word.
If we spoke in shorthand, if that's even possible.
Ridic.
Yeah, we could get way more content into a break.
Yep.
We should think about that.
If I was a stenographer with my voice.
You are.
A stenog.
You are like a speaking.
He's
a speaking stenog.
IYKYK.
What?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, and it's going to be, look, in Miami, it's getting warmer and the humidity levels are rising.
Yes.
So here they come. They're ramping up to that season they are very familiar with. Nice and warm.
The weather's been insane. This year, there have been twice as many tornadoes as this time last year. Twice as many. Here we go.
What? Andrew brought me a wrap.
Yes.
What is this? Oh, this is nice.
The new King Saladin.
Oh, funny, I got one. I
Yeah.
just steal someone else's. King Saladin brought these incredible, and Oren, his guy, brought these incredible King Saladin swaggy things up here, like hoodies and T-shirts. And of course, I get here and they're all gone.
I didn't get any either, so don't feel
Oh,
bad.
really? They ripped you off too?
They didn't. They put them on the table for people to take, and
They shouldn't do that.
yeah.
Those things are expensive and beautiful.
Yeah.
I know.
I would have taken another one.
Do a search for King Saladin. S-A-L-A. It's like Saladin, like salad and een. Just in case you're wondering. He is a good friend, and his artwork is just incredible.
Every time he drops a hoodie, I try to buy it, and they're sold out.
Wow.
See what happens?
I've gotten like two.
All right, with that said, it's April and it's freezing. There was a Mets game yesterday. It was an afternoon game. People didn't want to go because it was so cold. Did they win or lose?
I don't know. It's the Mets.
They won. And they moved today's game to 1 o'clock because of the weather as well.
Did you call them the mess?
And I'm saying, no, the Mets. I said, I don't pay attention.
Diamond's going to come in here.
I think you called them a mess.
We happen to be on a streak, Danielle.
Good for you.
Wow, you guys are evil. Let's get into the 14 things we need to know from Danielle.
All right, let's talk some movies. Angry Birds 3. Do you care? Well, it's coming.
Number 3.
Yeah.
That franchise has made a ton of money, like $500 million.
At American Dream, they have the coolest mini golf based on Angry Birds. It's really cool if you ever get to go there. Okay, anyway. In 2027, that's when it's coming out. January 29th, 2027. Also, I Know What You Did Last Summer is getting a long-awaited sequel. And there's a rumor that Brandy will be back this time around because her character did survive the events of the original first sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So that comes out in July, so it looks like she will be back. Gordon Ramsay's MasterChef, it's coming back for the 15th season. I didn't realize it was that many seasons. Crazy. It will premiere this summer on Fox, and then, of course, you can stream it the next day on Hulu. The White Lotus has so much drama. So Mike White, the creator, was talking to Howard Stern about the composer behind the scenes. He was saying that the guy departed the show, and he says, I don't think he respected me. He wants people to know that he's edgy and that he's dark and that he's like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I watch reality TV. He says, we never fought. We feuded, he says, but I don't think I ever had a fight with him except on some emails. And the show's creator, Mike White, says that the composer didn't like getting notes or being a team player or anything like that, and that's one of the reasons why he departed.
All right, we'll find someone new.
So, yeah.
Hey, I will tell you that a lot of the actors from this past season of White Lotus are talking about their experience basically living with each other in Thailand during the months where they were shooting.
Were they happy?
They said they were mostly happy, but there were moments where they would click off into different areas, and some people would be invited for dinner and others weren't, and they get mad, and they said it turned into a thing. So it wasn't all fun and games there in beautiful Thailand.
Wow.
And that's just life.
Yes, it
you have
is.
that many people.
It is.
But also, what's the difference between fighting and feuding?
I don't know.
Okay.
Gandhi, look that up.
Okay.
I'm just saying
That
that's
was a
what
good
he
question.
told Howard Stern.
Okay.
Feuding.
We didn't fight, but we did feud.
Yes. So this is crazy. Do you ever think of Green Day as a boy band?
No.
Well, the founder of Lollapalooza back in 1994 almost canceled them from being on the venue and also from being at the venue, and also almost just said, I don't want them. I don't want a boy band. He says, obviously he changed his mind. We're talking about Perry Farrell, who was the founder of Lollapalooza, also from Jane's Addiction. And yeah, so to this day, though, Billy Joe Armstrong thinks that Perry is an a-hole. So, because they weren't on there. But he pushed for them to not be on the bill because he thought they were a boy band. So not a boy band.
I just looked down. It's It's 65 degrees in Miami right now.
Say, what is going on?
What is going on?
It's supposed to get up to 82, though.
It's supposed to be up to 82, but that's not hot. But the humidity is rolling in. I don't know. Something's going on.
I don't know, man.
Climate change.
Back to you.
Oh, would you poop on a gold toilet?
I have.
Have you really?
In it or on it?
Where? Whose house?
It was in it.
Oh.
I peed. I didn't poop.
Whose house? It's not your house.
It was a rental. It doesn't matter whose house it was, but I peed in a gold toilet.
Oh, okay. Well, John,
have you ever pooped in a black toilet? That is so confusing.
With black toilet paper, too.
And never ever do brown or black toilet paper.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
not good.
What else is going on?
All right, so John Stamos' former home is up for sale, and it has gold-plated toilets in every bathroom. It's in Calabasas, California. He purchased it, and I guess he did a lot of renovating on it, whatever. So I don't know if you want it. It's available and has gold-plated toilets.
If you were a billionaire, would you want gold-plated toilets?
Maybe.
No. Maybe? Okay.
I remember when I was at Chris Rock's house and I had his toilet paper had ours on it in gold, and I took it home with me because I wanted to prove it. No one believed me. I'm telling you, they wiped their butts with their last name.
Okay. Hey, speaking of money,
Yeah.
the Gates family.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you saw
Did
that
you see
story?
about he's leaving only 1% of his billions to his kids.
Okay,
I think they'll be okay.
But you know how much that is?
Yes, it's $1 billion. It's over $1 billion.
Yeah, he's only leaving
Yes.
1% of his money to his kids, but it's a little over $1 billion.
He's worth $101.2 billion, right? And so he says it's not a favor to kids to leave them with all of this wealth because then, it's hard on them for them to do their thing.
So here's $1 billion.
He's
That's all you
still
get.
leaving them $1 billion each.
Right. You could leave them like $5 million, and that'd still be a ton of money.
It's so crazy.
Wild.
Tina Fey was talking to Interview Magazine, and she said she almost told John Hamm that he wasn't going to be on 30 Rock. She almost didn't cast him. She said that she actually called Lorne Michaels, and she said, listen, is the guy funny, and is the guy a
jerk?
Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say the real word, and I guess Lorne said he wasn't, and he wound up being on the show, and the rest is history. But she said she didn't want to work with people that weren't fun, didn't make it fun, and she didn't know enough about him. So, how about that?
I love her.
And the greatest movie openings of all time. What do you think is like your favorite scene in the opening of a movie?
Oh, it's sad.
What is it?
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh.
I mean, it's a tragic, awful opening, but it's so well done.
Well, they're saying Once Upon a Time in the West from 1968 is number one. Space Odyssey, never saw that one, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Space Odyssey is good.
Yeah. And let's see,
By the
what
way,
are we
a
watching?
fight is this texter is saying a fight is something like a boom. It's a one-off, and a
Okay.
feud is an ongoing thing.
Okay.
Okay, so a feud is worse.
So this is we've been feuding here for 29 years.
Yeah. The Masked Singer-
Nate is so mad at us right now.
Why?
Why y'all mad?
I don't want to talk because we are so extremely late.
Well, you didn't say anything.
I've said it for the last hour.
He did. He yelled at everybody.
See,
before
here's
it
the thing.
I don't listen.
She didn't hear you. I heard you. I'm still going.
know.
I'm still talking.
Anyway, Love on the Spectrum is amazing. Righteous Gemstones, amazing. The Pit, amazing. And The Masked Singer's on tonight.
Do you like how she did that?
Yeah, she said the pit, so I'm happy.
Okay.
You're the Pit.
Oh my God. Idina Menzel, is she here?
Next.
Okay, Idina Menzel.
Is she here? Yes. She's next.
You're being such a little bitch.
Hit the damn button.
The Brooklyn Boys Podcast.
I want to read this next one because he gave us 2 stars out of 5.
How's your corned beef?
It's real good.
Take another bite. Okay, well, what is his review of our podcast?
Abe77.
Yeah.
Abe says, stop eating during the podcast, dummies.
Listen to the Brooklyn Boys Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
America's heroes need our help. Let's do good in their honor by donating $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Go to T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
So Idina Menzel, about to walk through the door, she is starring in Redwood, a musical on Broadway. Not only is she starring in this thing, and you saw her starring in this
Yes,
thing.
I did, yeah.
She was actually part of the team to put it together. It's kind of, I think, her idea.
Yeah, wait till you guys go see it because it's amazing. The visual effects are incredible. And she's actually climbing a tree, singing, swinging all over the place. I don't know how she does it. I want to feel her muscles because she must have, good arms right now.
Well, she's coming in now.
Oh.
There's Idina. Danielle wants to feel your muscles.
I want to feel your... How are you? Wow. Very nice.
God, don't hurt me. We were just talking about Redwood. Danielle saw it the other night. She said, "Thank you."
I loved it.
Swinging around the trees and singing, and she's like, "It's a little crazy."
How do you do that?
Like
How
fun,
do you
though.
do that while you're singing?
Choreograph my breathing. And I've also found that I can hang upside down and sing pretty well.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Danielle says the staging is just amazing. That it's digital.
Yeah, the visual effects
Visuals
are incredible because the only real thing on the stage is the tree.
Oh, and you.
Then, and you and everyone else. And it's a small cast too, and it's only one act. One act. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no intermission. You don't have a pee break for this one.
Well, we didn't want. We thought they can't pee because then they'll go get Twizzlers or vodka,
Right.
and then that'll break up
noise.
the whole world we've just created.
I just peed in my seat.
Yes, he did. It was weird.
There's no problem with that, right?
Well, I have my character, Jessie, she's lives up in a tree for some time. And we do say my two friends in the show, they're these scientists or tree botanists who teach me all about this world. And they bring in a bunch of stuff and they go, this trash is for trash and your waste.
Yes.
Yep. And so everybody, whenever I can't drink a lot of water, and I need to drink lots of water because I'm a singer, but I don't right before I get on stage because I won't be able to. And everybody always says, no, just go in the trash can. And I said, oh, how am I going to pull my pants down
Right in front of
the show
everyone?
It's a
and
part of the story. Make it a part of the story.
Yeah.
So authentic.
Did you actually go to California and climb some trees?
Yes. One of the most special experiences was with a man named Tim Kovar. So he brought me all the way up, and I've been learning how to climb. So we climbed all the way up there, little by little, and he told me stories. And when we got up there, I sang my songs from the show for him up there.
Oh,
serenaded him.
that's so
So I also
cool.
wanted to feel what it would feel like to just be singing these songs, in the real environment. And so it was just really one of the most beautiful days. And he came to the show and he brought me 2 baby redwoods.
Yes.
Wow.
That's so
and
cool.
So my friend Jovi was here trying to figure out, can it go in her backyard in Vermont and my backyard in Encino?
Will they do that? I mean, do they
he
only...
says they, right, Jove? He says they can grow there. Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Wow.
Okay, well, no. So I have a farm, okay?
Okay,
So
so-
Gandhi wants to sneak out there and plant redwoods. Just
Yes,
But
I think I'll do the research for you.
I don't want any redwoods.
Why?
Just one. Just maybe 2. So
You won't have to worry. Just 1,000 years from now, it'll uproot. The
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm not a religious person, but when I was in the Redwood Forest, I felt something there that I cannot explain with these 1,000-year-old trees.
Did you
that
come
were
see
so
the show
big.
yet?
No, not yet.
Okay,
You'll
when
love
are
it.
you coming?
You will
then?
love
Okay,
it.
I'm coming.
Well, we're going. She's my new theater
Yes.
mate, so we're coming.
You have to come.
What is that like to be? I mean, I know what I felt there. How do you feel in there?
The silence that you hear is a deafening silence. It's all the life, birds, all of the little creatures, they live way up in the canopy. So you don't hear much down there. It's just the moss and it's very padded. So there's this beautiful silence down there that can be like a sanctuary, but it also, which my character finds, it can bring all the chaos back into your mind because
Wow.
you're living in your own thoughts. So I think that's kind of what the story is about for my character, is that she's trying to get as far away as possible from her troubles and her heartbreak. And so she thinks going all the way from New York, getting in her car one night and driving all the way to Northern California. And she learns that, obviously we can't run from heartbreak and our loss. We have to figure out a way to connect with the world. And so I think everyone in the audience, you were there, I feel like it's that kind of experience for everyone, for us on stage, for the audience, that we feel interconnected.
I'm going to lose it now. There's 2 things. First of all, the name of your son is Spencer, and that's my son's name.
Oh, so Jesse's the
So when
character's
Jesse's
son.
character,
Okay.
yeah, when your character starts talking about Spencer, and then you call him Spenny at one point, oh my gosh, I just lost it. And
I think
then
I should have warned you.
Yeah,
You might not want to
I was like,
come
what?
to the show.
And then when you're in the tree, and like you're saying, you're going through all these emotions, and you're spending the night, and you're going through chaos, and then serenity, and everything, and then you name the tree. Which, can I say the name of the tree? She names the tree Stella. Says Stella's talking to her. I started crying. My husband starts crying, and I looked over to him, and I'm just like, he's like, this is just, I don't even know what it was, but it was just the most amazing moment, and it just this clarity and this. Because the show to me was all about strength and how at the end of the day, the tree is so strong and it's still there. And all the people that love you and all the people that are in your lives that care about you, they're going to still be there for you. They're going to always surround you. And so just you having his name Spencer, these feelings in the tree and all, it was beautiful. And
There's
it was
a part
so
of the
beautifully
tree called the heartwood. The heartwood is the innermost part of the redwood. It's impervious to decay and disease, but it's actually dead. So it's this idea that the people we've lost, whatever it is we're struggling with, they can be inside of us, and they can be the things that empower us and strengthen us and help us find out who we are. They don't have to be the things that bury us, if you will.
Just the description of this production is mind-blowing. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and then it's funny.
Well,
No, that's funny. It is funny. The guy who plays with
Michael
the beard,
Park,
he's so funny.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, we
it's-
got you laughing.
Yes.
For the
It
most part.
lightens up from
We
time
hit
to
you with
time.
the zingers a little later.
Okay.
Her son sings a song at one point. Forget it.
Okay, well,
I'll lose it.
you're spoiling the whole
I'm
thing.
sorry. It was
alert,
so
Danielle.
good.
Shut up. Stop it. Pull yourself together. Okay, so there's more than Idina Menzel playing Jessie in Redwood. You also are on the production team. You are producer, director,
I like to
creator.
keep that on
What
the
do you-
DL. Because they used to say those kind of things in the theater were vanity projects, even though in film and TV you can be an actor
Yes.
and produce. But because I wanted to learn. I didn't want to just sit around waiting for jobs. I wanted to learn other parts of the business.
Right.
And especially as I'm getting older, I want to be able to have some kind of control and create things for myself and for other people, but also make sure I got myself covered as I get a little older.
I love that. Good.
Right. In case the acting thing doesn't work out for you. The singing, he's hitting those flat notes. Maybe production.
I do hit flat notes every night.
No.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when
you're swinging from a tree.
You gotta sing 2 million notes a night. You're gonna miss 2.
Okay, so going from acting and
Yeah, so
performing.
producing, being on stage.
Why do you
and
want to do
off
that to
stage
yourself?
is-
Seriously.
Well, yeah. So
There's email. It's business. There's dollar signs.
there
there's,
is. And
Oh,
that's
F that.
that's
You don't need
really
that
hard.
in your life.
You'd be so surprised. So sometimes I go in to the theater for the first part of the day, and I go over. I shouldn't say this. I go over to the ticket office,
the box office?
There's box office,
Right.
and there's this lovely lady, and I always go, "How are we doing today?"
Wow.
give me the numbers. And she's like, and she's been told by everyone else to not tell me anything.
Good.
So she's like, "We're doing great, and people are coming, and there's lines around the block." Like, she just tells me stuff. But the idea that we've accomplished this after so many years, that the idea that it's really here at the Nederlander Theater, where I got my start in my whole career in Rent.
Of course,
29
30 years ago.
We all saw you in it.
96.
You guys were like we were like your first interview. You came up and the whole cast was up.
We
Remember?
did?
Yeah.
I'm in my same dressing room.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yes, but I want to come clean. I've been doing some press, and I've been saying how I'm in the same dressing room that Daphne Rimbega and I were in, and that the other dressing room adjacent was so small, because we were unknown, so they just put us in these tiny places. So now I'm just a diva, right? So they've now broken down the wall to the adjacent dressing room, which used to have 3 of the guys. And for the last 6 months, whenever I tell the story, I say it was Anna Pascal, Anthony Rapp, and my ex-husband Tay Diggs. But I just knocked that wall down, and I've been in there. I thought it sounded
Look at you.
it sounded good. So he just recently came to the show. He was so blown away, so supportive, so emotional about it. And I said, "Remember, used to be," and he goes, "Idina, no, I was in that dressing room upstairs." I said, it's still a good story. Nobody has to know that.
Don't change it.
Well, just keep knocking all the walls down until you get it right.
Right.
No problem. So Idina Menzel, of course, you were just turning us on. Redwood is on Broadway. Today's Wednesday, so you do 2 shows today. So you're going to be swinging around a tree and singing twice a day.
I'll go straight to the theater, take a quick nap, and then what I do is I got an elliptical at the theater now so that I can get myself moving and
Right.
sweating and singing at the same time, because the morning shows are just I mean, I will miss 4 out of the 2 million notes that I have.
Oh, no.
And that is just
No way.
humiliating.
It's all our fault.
It's humiliating.
No.
But there's nothing more humiliating on a Broadway stage where you just people coming to see you. You're known as this wonderful singer, and you just crack like all hell in the middle of a big important song.
Do you just laugh it off at this point? It's like, what do you?
It depends.
What are they gonna do? Fire me?
I try to have a short memory, but it's hard. Last night I there's a line there's a line I have, and I say I have a lot of experience. It's in art because I'm an art gallery owner. It's in art, not trees, but it's still valuable. And yesterday I said I have a lot of experience. It's in cars, not trees. No, it's not in cars.
You dug
It's
a
an
hole.
art. I'm an art gallery designer. I mean, and I was like,
So sometimes you dig a hole you can't get out of.
get out of it.
Who would have known except you? The audience doesn't
and I came
know.
on stage and Michael used to, it was funny. He's like, so you're a car dealer. You're a really good car dealer today.
I mean, one day you look back on and just laugh and laugh and laugh at that car's
I
like.
laugh at that stuff.
Is little Idina really proud of big Idina right now because you started in this dressing room that was so tiny, you were able to knock down all the walls, and you're behind the scenes and in front.
I'm very proud of myself. And because I have a 15-year-old son who's usually a moody teenager, he's actually expresses his pride to me quite often. He was here recently and he wanted to see the show 3 times and sit in different places.
That's awesome.
So to see through his eyes that he thinks it's a really big deal. And he actually reminds me when I'm pessimistic at times, like, Mom, you're an icon.
Seriously.
So yes, thank you. I am proud. I tend to be hard on myself, but I've been taking a lot of time to give myself some props and then be able to see it through my son as well is pretty profound.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Redwood. It's on Broadway, and Idina Menzel's right there at the top of the tree. If you need Idina, she's up there at the top. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
You have 2 shows to do today and 4 notes to miss.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Choose
for
them
that.
wisely. Thank you, Idina.
That's awesome.
Good morning. Elvis Duran
Dear God, what's this woman doing?
and the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
And in the Morning Show.
That's right. Hey, Barbara Corcoran's on the way in. I think she's going to be on like 5-10 minutes from now. I love Barbara Corcoran. Always have fun. You never know what you're going to get with her. Sometimes she's in a good mood. Sometimes she's in a great mood.
She'll be sassy.
She'll
no
be
matter
sassy.
What.
She's always
sassy.
smart, and she's always a good friend. And we love Barbara. Mark Hoppus yesterday. What a show.
Oh, yeah.
The interview with him talking about, of course, Blink-182 days then and now in his life, his cancer, his relationships with the guys in the band. I think one of the most incredible giving interviews we've gotten out of an artist or a guest in a long time.
Yeah.
And something I noticed he did, I don't know if you guys noticed, each and every one of us, he did one little small personal thing for each of us before he walked out the door and left.
He did?
He gave everyone a little hug.
Yeah.
Or he looked at everyone and said something really nice to them.
Oh.
He was very personable, I thought.
Yeah.
And anyway, if you haven't heard it, if you weren't listening and you want to hear it, wherever you can hear Elvis Duran Morning Show on demand, listen to the Mark Hoppus interview. Really great guy. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought he was awesome.
He was great. And I know we talked about this yesterday in the podcast, but we didn't say it on the air. He actually asked after we were taking all the pictures, I wanted a picture alone. And he said, would you mind if I put my arm around you? And I just thought that was so nice.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
what was that?
No one's ever done that.
Because people don't ask. And I think people just assume everyone's fine being touched.
Right.
And not everybody is. And especially, sometimes hands get in weird places that you don't want them to be.
Right.
But he was very, very kind. And he said, would you mind if I put my arm around you? I said, no, I would like to be touched.
Of course.
Of course, I made it weird.
I have fallen into the habit of always asking before I hug someone. Is it okay if I hug? If I don't know them?
Yeah.
I always say, may I hug you? And I hope that's not off-putting, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, I think it's important to ask people. Like, my sister hates being hugged. She hates the random hugs. She cannot stand it, and people go in all the time. So, yeah, I think we need to be a little more aware of that kind of stuff.
Great guy, Mark Hoppus.
Yeah.
Make sure you listen to that interview.
Yeah.
Hey, Danielle, Danielle got mad at me.
Why?
You can't take a compliment. So after he left, I said, and we were talking about the interview, to ourselves, with ourselves, and I said, Danielle, you were really great in that interview because you asked some great questions. And here's what I get. What? Am I not great the other time?
Well, wait. I did say thank you first. I did say thank you. I said, oh, thank you so much. Why? Do I suck usually?
I know.
So, but that's like, but how much, like, if someone gives you a compliment and says, oh, wow, you look really pretty today. Why? Do I usually look like crap? Like, that's what happens.
Do I usually look beat to hell?
Yes.
You did a great job in that interview.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you
especially
very
compared to
much.
all the other interviews.
Yes. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I can't win here.
I know my husband did yell at me last night. I said, good. I said this to Elvis, and he goes, why can't you just take a damn compliment? I'm like,
You're right.
I don't know.
All right, I'm getting looked at. We got to hurry. Danielle, we'll start with you around the room. What's on your mind?
Okay, so you guys know the New York Yankees were the first to use those torpedo bats, right? So apparently my son Spencer was like, I want to get my hands on one. So he went online and he found the Anthony Volpe one before, I guess, everybody found out that it was online. I don't think you can get them now. Oh my gosh. I have never seen somebody so excited to get a present. Wasn't a present, he bought it for himself. But yesterday he opened the box, he took the bat out, he and his friends were there, they were jumping all over the place. It was the coolest thing ever. He didn't even use the bat yesterday. He just carried it around the house yesterday.
Nice.
I'm guessing it will make its way outside, which is nice because I was like, please do not use the bat in the house. But it was just so nice to see him so joyous and happy over.
And he's appreciative.
Yeah, so appreciative. He bought it. He appreciates his own money. A torpedo bat. So, Spenny, I'm so happy you're happy.
I'm glad that he's learned the importance of buying yourself a gift.
Yes,
I like that.
yes.
I like that. Hey, producer Sam, what's up?
Trying to unlearn that lesson. Okay, is this genius or is this just weird? I was out to dinner with a friend the other night, and then afterwards I asked her if she had a piece of gum, to which she replied, sure. Opened her purse. Guess what she handed me?
What?
A tube of toothpaste.
What?
No, that's weird. She had to be a tube of toothpaste. I'm like, this is not gum. She goes, yeah, watch. And she puts it on her finger, and she gave herself a little brush, and she swallowed the toothpaste, and she goes, this is what I use instead of gum.
You're not supposed to swallow toothpaste.
Listen, I told her that. I think that's kind of strange. She thinks it's genius. I needed to gauge the room a little bit. It's weird, right?
How come you can't swallow toothpaste?
Yeah, I don't know.
We put it in our mouths every day.
Let's look it up.
You can, but I don't think you're supposed to.
All right.
A little bit. And she goes, this is better than gum.
I go through a tube every morning.
Wow.
It's delicious.
I put it on my ice cream. Hey, Gandhi, what's up?
Hello.
I just want to remind everybody who is not here in the city that when you visit your friends in New York City, do not just spring it on them at the last second. Hey, I'm here and I want to see you. We have to plan. It's not that easy. And also, one of my best friends, I love her. She's coming to town. She said, I'm going to be in your town. I can't wait to see you. I'll be there for 3 days on Long Island. I was like, oh, we're not going to see each other. What are you talking about?
No.
They have no idea. They have no concept. And it's happened to me 3 times in a row this week. I love my friends. I want to see them, but they're making my life miserable with this trekking all around.
They need to know the rules.
Yes.
We have rules. This is New York City is a different beast.
Long Island, off limits.
Hey, scary.
Do you want to know what happens to you if you swallow
if you
toothpaste?
go really fast.
Oh, God. Convulsions, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, drooling, heart attack, slow heart rate, shock, tremors, vomiting, weakness.
That's what caused all that stuff with me?
Yes, you ate a
Scary.
tube.
What's going on, Scary?
I was reflecting on what Gandhi was saying before and yesterday's podcast about hugging, and I had to think about and look in my own life, and I'm like, oh my God, I grew up on a family of affection and nothing but hugging. I need to stop just assuming the hug, and I will say that maybe it's a younger generation thing, but anytime I meet people now, they put their hand out, and I'm like, I guess I'm just going to shake your hand. We're not going to go in for like a, hey, what's up?
First of all, calm down. You're good.
Okay.
Your intensity level is way up there. No, it's not a young generation thing. It's an everyone thing. Some people don't like being touched. It's just the way it is. And it's sometimes courteous to ask. That's all.
Well, just know that in my mind now, I'm going to second guess myself. I'm not going to assume the hug position.
Okay, good. Good.
Or the pelvic thrust.
Oh, this is good. Pelvic thrust. Straight Nate, what's up?
Okay, we were talking about sleeping earlier. I want to train myself to sleep on my back. I am a side sleeper. I roll around, but I would love to sleep on my back. If you sleep on your back and have trained yourself to do so, please text 55100 and tell me how you did it. I sleep so soundly when I do. Love to be able to do it. I just can't get there.
What an odd request.
Seriously.
Can you tell me how you sleep on your back?
When the few times I've fallen asleep on my back, I sleep so well, but
There's
I
got to be
fall asleep
something
like that.
Check the Googler.
I tried. I seriously, I've got like that stupid diagram sheet, and it doesn't.
I think the way people naturally sleep it's an individual thing. You may never ever.
I want to sleep like Dracula. I just want to like put my head back.
You may have to have like harnesses and things, and like they may have to like bolt you down like Frankenstein's monster.
Interesting.
I don't know. Hey, is Barbara here?
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, it's a yo. You don't know.
I don't know.
It's a yo.
I'm gonna go find it.
There's a good chance that Barbara Corcoran's coming right up.
Ha ha, laugh, funny. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. Live from the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
You know, you have that friend or two in your life. You can go a month or two, maybe 6 months, maybe a year without seeing them or talking to them. But once you see them again, it's as if time didn't pass.
Yes.
Yes.
Barbara Corcoran is not that person.
Oh, please.
I am so.
Barbara Corcoran, we start over fresh every time we see each other. It's a new friendship.
We're like siblings. We razz each other and we love each other.
We do. We love you. We miss you. And we're so glad you're here today, Barbara.
So happy to be here.
Sorry, my allergies are like, oh.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, thank you.
People love you anyway.
And you did. You came in and the first thing you did was you grabbed my crotch.
No, I did not.
You did grab my crotch.
Well, then let me tell you, there was nothing there.
That's what you get.
There's something there. It takes time. It takes time.
I didn't feel it.
It takes time to find it.
It takes time to find it.
Barbara, so much to talk about. First of all, let's start out with Shark Tank. Of course, season 16. Of course, Fridays nationwide on ABC 8 Central and 8 East Coast time. Whatever, you'll find it. This is a lot of seasons under your belt with Shark Tank.
When I went out there, I thought I'll give it 2 seasons and I'll go on to something else because I love change. That I'm still there is unbelievable.
Why are you still there? Why don't you change and do something else?
I love the entrepreneurs most of all, and I love my fellow sharks. You get to be a family, just like you guys. Leaving each other, you know what to do with yourself. You're part of a unit.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
When I get tired, for sure, yeah. But it doesn't really work.
I don't want you to leave. You're my favorite shark. So
Thank you very
stay there
much. You've got good taste.
I thought so.
She does.
Thank you.
Except for, coming to work with us.
Yeah.
That was her bad taste moment.
Not a choice.
On a sad note, and I want to hear from you, of course, you have to go out to Los Angeles to shoot sharks.
Yeah.
You lost your home in the fires.
I did, among many.
And what'd you say?
Among many people.
Among many. I thought you said you lost many homes.
No.
And you actually had a camera with you, and you were showing bits and pieces of what was left. And how heartbreaking was that for you, and heartbreaking for other people that you know out there that lost their homes?
It was a killer because I love the community I was in. I never knew being in New Yorker that your neighbors mean a lot. Because in New York, you're not really friendly with your neighbors. Out there, I knew every single person around me. They invited me in to play checkers, have a glass of wine, let's play bingo. I mean, they were so authentic, and they lost everything. Everything they had was in their little trailer home. For me, it was a pied-à-terre, and it was heartbreaking, but I just kept telling myself, look what everybody else has lost. I mean, I didn't feel I had the right to complain, but have I lost a lover? Something I love so much, I sure did. That was the only place my husband wasn't allowed. It was the only place that had no TV or no radio that I could find peace every day of the week. But I really dearly miss it. But I don't think they'll be building it again.
No?
No, I don't
Wait,
think
your
so.
husband really wasn't allowed?
Never. I told him on day one, this is a girl's house. You can never come out.
Well, and that's okay. If you have your own, it's like you having your own tree house, in the backyard.
You got it. And he's used to rejection. He said, okay. He knew he didn't have a chance.
I like that. You did. Well, I don't know. You said that's the only place your husband was not allowed.
Yes.
But let's not forget your pants.
This is true. He's not allowed in my bedroom, in fact. Except by invitation, which never comes.
I know, but you know where his bedroom's located, so you can always find it.
I'm never looking for it. He's such a good guy, but I'm never looking for that bedroom, really.
Oh, my God.
Does he have a man cave that you're not allowed to come into?
Yeah, his bedroom.
Okay.
No, I'm allowed in, but I never invite myself. He invites me, and I say, a little bit later, honey.
And you know he's sleeping. He's a great guy, though.
Yeah, he is.
And I know you love him very much.
Yeah, and every day I crawl in his bed at night, and I give him a kiss goodnight. I have to crawl up because he's got safety bars on the side of his bed because he has Parkinson's disease, and I'm afraid he'll fall out of the bed. Right. So I crawl up, and each crawl gets so much harder every day.
Oh.
That's love.
That is love. Hey, so there's so much going on, and I know that people who know you, Barbara Corcoran, they know that you are plugged into all things finance and all things investment, this and that, entrepreneurial lives and things and that. But with what's going on right now with the economy, and it's affecting everyone in different ways.
Yes.
At all levels of income and say people who have savings, people who don't, whatever. What is your number one go-to when someone asks you to how to weather this storm?
I think it's more attitude than it is factuality, because if you look at the facts, there's nothing to be optimistic about. Honestly, everyone's struggling. The more lower class you are, the more you pick up the burden of inflation, of not being able to find a home for yourself at an affordable rate. Everything really sits on your chest more than the average person. But even if you're a rich person, people are afraid to invest because the stock market has fallen 10% in 2 days. So everybody's feeling the pain. But who's feeling the pain the most, I can tell you, are the entrepreneurs themselves. The little businessmen that are working by themselves. I have a staff of 3 people. They're firing people. They don't know how to order their goods differently. They can't call the SBA. They don't answer their phone. They've reduced their people by 46%, I think, as of today, and cutting off more people. There's nowhere to turn. They are so alone, and they're so panicked and needy. And these are really great people who have their heart in the right place. They employ half of Americans are employed by small businesses. Everybody gives the credit to the big businesses, but they pick up the phone and negotiate their rates with their suppliers in China. The little guys don't have the option to do that. So they're left alone, and they're struggling so hard, and they just came through COVID and made it through. And now they get hit by a cyclone. Like, wow, where do we turn? Actually, I'm bringing all my entrepreneurs into New York next week or middle of next week, and we're brainstorming like crazy, because more than coming up with actual solutions to their problems, which they'll all share and they'll get them, what I want them to do is share the support for each other.
You know, there's a trickle-down issue going on, too. You're talking about entrepreneurs who are already struggling to get their businesses off the ground, this and that, and they are letting people go. Keep in mind, the people they're letting go are people who are struggling with the day-to-day problems of trying to find money to put food on the table. So it is affecting everyone. And but I hear from others saying, okay, no, this is temporary. It's going to be great before you know it. Just buck up, sister. I'm like, well, it's not easy for everyone to buck up during times like
I'm the most optimistic person I know, bar none. But I don't think you can buck this up. I think you got to look it straight in the face. You got to deal with it the best you can. And I think it's a hard time for everybody. And coupled over the actual changes that are affecting everybody, attitude is so bad.
Talk about that. Talk about how we need to turn that around and what that looks like.
Well, I don't know how to turn it around. I'm making my attempt to turn it around by bringing people together who are having the similar problems, talking about it. What can we do? Feeling like they have some control and they're proactive and can make a difference to their own selves, their business, their lives. So that's my little piece of that's the only thing I thought of. But if you're by yourself, you're paying more for your goods, you can't find housing, whatever, a typical day that people go through, how do you stay optimistic? I think you just should know that in the end it passes. I mean, as sad as it sounds like something my mother would tell me, which is terrible, but in the end it passes. But how do you keep your attitude? What I do is I don't read the paper. Unless I'm preparing for something like this, then I read, I get up to date. I don't let that kind of attitude affect me. I keep in my little place of happiness and come out when I have to.
Do you think we should be looking at our 401ks and stuff? Because, a lot of people this week are like, I looked at my 401k, oh my gosh. Or don't even bother now.
Don't even look at it. Even worse than that, a lot of people are having a knee-jerk reaction and taking from their 401k. And if you're 59 or older, that you won't get a penalty. Anything under 59, you get 10% penalty to begin with. But why take out a 401k when it's diminished by 10% in the stock market? It doesn't make sense. Why not wait that out? I mean, that's a matter of holding still.
Yeah, holding still. And don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
Looking at it's not going to help anything.
Tear it up. Put blinders on.
So let's say you have saved some money and this was your moment. It was going to be this year. You've got, let's say, $10,000, $15,000, and you want to do something with it. What do you even recommend doing with something right now?
Well, you could put it in a 401k. It's probably a good thing and lock it up so that you can't be tempted to use it. Or it's certainly not enough for any down payment on a house. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could buy a 2-family house with a partner and get 2 units in it and have them pay off the mortgage. I mean, there are things you could do, but it's for the brave of heart. People want to take risks. But I think right now people are risk averse. They're waiting and seeing. And with so much coming out of Washington that's so wacky, they don't know what's coming next. They feel like they're living on a funny farm. And I think they are.
We are.
It's not very funny right now.
I know.
I'm going to tell you, though, keeping this in mind, if you want to look at everything from a broad perspective,
yes,
the overarching theme I'm thinking of, if this is affecting everyone from the wealthy to the struggling, everyone's going to be down.
everyone is down.
Everyone,
Going to be.
and it's going to. It may get a little worse, and so to be aware of that and to try to lift people up as best as you can through the things you say to them, the way you treat them, it's needed now more than ever.
Oh yeah, optimism
for everyone.
is needed, but it's not enough. Optimism is not enough. It
So-
has to be action.
You know who's here? Do you know Andrew?
Oh, you dropped your papers here.
I got it. Andrew's here. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. You're a cutie.
Oh, thanks, Barbara.
Aw,
Shoot.
so
We'll get you over to
You
that.
look like a chipmunk, exactly.
Okay, I'll take it.
Who doesn't like a chipmunk?
I don't know.
So scared.
I'll take it.
I love it. Keep in mind, chipmunks.
Ask your mom.
I will.
Ask your mom.
I'm a chipmunk.
Keep in mind, we know this about Andrew too. Chipmunks are rodents as well. Keep that in mind.
No.
All right.
Now, so entrepreneurial Andrew, the chipmunk is what we call him. He started a business and did his best to like scrape and beg and plead and whatever to start this business. Tell her he's not pitching you. He's going to talk about something else. So go ahead.
This is since 2023. Me and two of my friends, we started a business. It's called Brew Pants. We sell on Amazon. It's a baby bottle plus a koozie. So look, it's like you're drinking Dunkin'. The baby looks like it's drinking like Dunkin' Donuts. See, like little munchkin. It's cute. But the problem is that now with the tariffs, we don't know what we're going to do because we get all of our inventory from China. So we're kind of just in a position right now where we're waiting to see what to do next. Do you have any advice?
I would have to ask you two things. What do you pay for this little cup holder?
So we pay probably like
$2, $1.50.
Yeah, way less, like maybe 50 cents at most.
So, and what do you charge for the cup when you sell it to the consumer?
We sell it for $20.
Wow, you fat cat.
Well-
You're a fat
But by the time we get it, we sell on Amazon, so we have to give them their portion, all the sales and everything.
eats.
The hustle culture online makes it seem like drop shipping, all this stuff, it's quick money. It's really not because you have to take so much and reinvest it in.
It's really true.
So we're selling it for $20, but we're only seeing maybe like $10 of profit out of that sale. But
Can I tell you that's still a wide margin? You shouldn't worry about that. But you know what the main question is? How many are you selling? How much do people want it?
I mean, they did go viral on TikTok, which is really cool.
That lasts about a week or two.
Exactly. So we're kind of back to square one again, where we have to come up with new designs and keep on top of the market. But it's really hard to know if we should be buying more product with everything that's kind of going on. Last year we did $300,000 worth of profit.
Okay, not enough to really make a living at if you did the same thing this year. It's going to be a tougher year. You could afford the margins, no problem. But I would really question how could I sell more product? $300,000 will never make a go of it.
Yeah,
Never
but also
make a go.
suppliers. He needs to shift his supplier strategy. So I mean, China's not it. So
Oh no, Vietnam's not it. Cambodia's not it. You have to look to America. It'll cost you twice as much.
Exactly. I've tried to
But
do
you
that.
can afford it. You can afford it. And what happened when you looked?
They were going to do $1.50 for just one-sided with no color printing.
Oh, they're going to take advantage of you. But it sounds like you only talk to one. You have to talk to 6.
6. Okay, 6 is the minimum. Got it.
Good luck. I bet you don't find any.
First she said you're a chipmunk, and then she told you you're not going to do anything with this anymore. Too bad. I'm done.
you're calling him a failing chipmunk.
My gosh.
No, it's a good product. Obviously, it's well made. I hold it here in my hand. It's phenomenal. Well, not phenomenal, but it's good. But
It's a koozie. It's a gift.
But the question is always, how many people want it? You always have to be real serious about that question. How many people will buy it? What will they pay? That's it.
Yeah.
That's all businesses that way.
Yeah.
And then worry about your overhead, your costs, and blah, blah, blah. But how many people will buy it? It's got to be sold to a lot of people to make a business a business. Other than that, it's a hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a hobby if you take joy in it, but you don't make a ton of money.
Exactly. We wanted to see it go to the next level, and we thought about maybe going off Amazon, selling independently.
Try it. Nothing's lost by doing both at once.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
But Amazon exposes it for small business. It's hard to do it without them.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew the Chipmunk, everyone.
Go to Brew Pants. Go find it on Amazon.
There you go.
I have a question.
Yes.
So when you're on Shark Tank, right, there were a couple of times you weren't there for like some big ones. Like you weren't there for
Yes.
Scrub Daddy, Poppy. Like, do you feel like if you were there, you would have made, made a bid on these things?
You know, I was there for Scrub Daddy.
Oh, you were?
And when I looked at that stupid smiling face on a sponge, I said, who the hell would buy that thing? And I was wrong. 8 million people bought it within the month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who invested in that?
Lori.
Okay.
I haven't talked to her since.
I met Scrub Daddy at Jingle
that's
Ball
right, you
in
did.
Philly.
You did.
He gave me some Scrub
Great guy.
Scrub Daddy stuff.
Real hustler. The
Oh,
reason
absolutely.
that product is selling because of him. As
Yeah.
it always is the entrepreneur. Every time.
Hey, so for those who are trying to think out of the box, unquote, with what's going on with the economy right now and where it's going, what opportunities are there right now? Is it best just to lock down? If we lock down everything, the economy's really going to suffer. But if people are ready to take some chances, if they have a few dollars they want to spend in their savings right now just to see if it'll do something, what are those opportunities?
You know, when you look back at COVID, we went into COVID thinking everything was trouble. What really happened in COVID? People came out as new companies, winners, doing business a different way. Every time there's a dramatic challenge in a marketplace, there's a dramatic, equally strong opportunity. What they are right now, I don't know, but if you had a passion for something and you've been stalling about it, now you can reinvent, really. People are open to anything. You're going to lose most of your competition. Many companies are going to go under, and that happened in COVID, which was good for the companies that came up. You know, so I couldn't say to someone what's your specific opportunity, but if there's an inkling in your mind that you think of something like my little chipmunk friend over there, Andrew, but no matter what happens with Andrew's business, you ask him a year from now, what do you think, Andrew? He'll never regret having that business. Now's the time to try it, to try something and see what happens. And it is that kind of environment. The world is open to newcomers. It always is when there's trouble times. Open to newcomers. You have no excuse to say, wait, I'll wait a year or so. What's going to, just get it out there.
So with what you know about everything that's going on right now, do you see an end date to this? Do you have any idea how long people are going to be struggling?
Have no idea. I mean, I don't even, if the politicians don't have an idea and the stock market traders don't have an idea, who the heck knows? I'll get a pin and tail on the donkey and throw a dart and tell you,
All right.
know?
So it'll be over when it's over.
Yeah.
So what?
It's your attitude in carrying in your chest and your heart the whole time between now and then. That's the important part. The getting there. Yeah.
You are from, of course, the foundation of real estate.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you started.
My game.
So what does this mean for people who are looking for that first house right now, or any property? Mm-hmm. Not maybe selling a property. Is now the time just to put a lock on all of the above? Don't buy, don't sell. Let's wait this thing out.
Well, buying and selling are opposite opponents in the marketplace, as you know. Most of the people, 2/3 of Americans, are sitting on 4% interest rates. So is now a time to sell? And what is it, 6 to 7% interest rates? No, because who wants to give up the 4% interest rate and sign up for a 7% interest rate? And that's the problem in the market. There's not enough houses because sellers don't want to sell. Who's to blame, really? But it's a good time for buyers with a shortage of listings. It's not good for them either. There's not enough houses to go around. But right now, everybody's scared. And what my gut always tells me in a real estate market is when people get scared because of the general economy, they stall. They don't put in the new kitchen. They don't buy the new house. They don't buy the new car. They just wait it out. That's an opportunity to have less competition. You could go in and put a low offer because the person hasn't heard an offer in 6 weeks. You go into the spring break when everybody's away and have no competition. That's a really best week of the year to shop. Nobody's out there because they're too busy vacationing with the kids or minding the kids.
So a good time to buy, not to sell.
Yeah, good time to buy. Thank you for saying it. Why don't you say that up front? I could have saved myself a lot of money.
I want to know what you were going to say.
Yeah, well, you just said it better.
Why are you yelling at me? Here's another thing about Barbara. She doesn't care. And I'll tell you.
I do care. I care deeply about you.
She cares about the important things. But she walked in and saw Scary. And before she even said hi to her, to Scary, him, she punched him in his big belly.
I said, hold that in. I did you a favor. You look so much better when you're holding your belly.
Just lost 35 pounds.
You did it like the Pillsbury Doughboy, as if to say, what's up, fatso?
You said it. I never said it.
I know you didn't say that, but it's like, hee. You know the Pillsbury Doughboy?
I've been wanting to poke somebody in the belly like yours for a long time.
Right, there you go.
All right, here
Mission accomplished.
I have another one.
I know that in about an hour, a little over an hour from now, you're going to be on the Jennifer Hudson show today.
Yes, I am.
She's lovely.
She's really a nice interview.
Right.
She makes you feel like you're the most important girl in the world, and you know she makes everybody feel that way.
And so what are you going to talk about today with Jennifer Hudson?
I don't remember. I taped it about a month ago.
Oh, did you dance down the hallway?
Yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me. dancing down the hallway was the most fun part, but I can't dance. So I looked really clumsy and I felt it. I knew how I looked stupid. They were pitying me.
You were
so
on
I took
Dancing
off
with
my
the
shoes.
Stars.
Well, I was the first one eliminated.
Oh, that's true.
Remember that important part. Okay. But I took off my shoes and danced barefoot, and everybody took off their shoes and danced barefoot.
Aww.
And that's what saved me. They were giggling so hard they didn't notice how bad I was dancing.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's your,
I can't
your
wait to
secret.
see it. Yeah.
What are you doing for fun besides work? I know
Yeah.
you love your friends,
Yes.
and you're a very friend-centric person. I
Yes.
haven't had my invitation to the house lately. I don't know why.
That's not true. I've invited you twice. I've said, give me 2 nights, I'll pick one.
You did?
Yes, twice. I'll send you the email.
Okay,
Repeat, and I'll put on top, didn't you see this?
Okay, so put it to the top. Okay, but what do you do for fun? Are you still surrounding yourself with friends?
I always do, because the best time in life that you never regret is around people you love. If you have 2 friends only in your whole life, hang out as much as you can with them. It's no fun doing anything or discovering anything, for me anyway, alone. I'm just a people person. So I would feel sad if I discovered a new plant or pretty arrangement and nobody looked at it and said, wow. You know, it's terrible, isn't it? But I need that kind of feedback. And if my friends are happy, I'm thinking I'm contributing in life. And if they're not happy, and you should come and contribute to me, and I'll contribute to you back. At a dinner table, you're never going to be happy. And that really is the best shared experience.
I need some of that linguine with clam sauce.
I make the best.
He does. She makes the best.
Yeah.
What's up, Nate?
Okay.
Grab a mic.
Okay, quick question for you. You are a big motivator for a lot of people here in this room and a lot of our listeners.
Yes.
What is your biggest source of motivation, Barbara?
Good question. God, I've never been asked that. Certainly not. You know what? I do know what it is now. I had to take a second. I'm motivated by my staff because I see them happy, getting ahead. We're teammanship, just like you have that spirit right here. It's clear. You walk in the door, you feel it. Everybody wants to come to work, not because of the work you do, I don't think, probably has to do with it, but because of each other. When I walk into my office, hey guys, you know, I know how everybody likes to feel love. I rub Mike's back because he likes physical touch. I give a compliment to Emily. She likes compliments. You know, we have such a nice camaraderie going back and forth. And that gives me great joy. I leave the workday thinking everybody's happy. That's really what motivates me.
That's awesome.
That sounds too soupy, I know.
No, not at
That
all.
sounds awesome. I love that.
Not at all. You know, a lot of people heard that just then and just realized, oh my God, that's why I actually like my life. I go to work and work with people just like she's talking about. So maybe we need to be reminded of that from time
Or
to time.
maybe it made a boss think, oh my gosh, I don't do that. Maybe I need to go to work and do that for my employees.
Forget it. They don't change. A bad boss is a bad boss.
Somewhere some boss heard it and they're like, oh, I'm going to touch more people.
He's going to try.
Today's the day for touching.
Yeah.
All right, so today, Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
And of course, you're bringing your friends. We're not invited to this, but you're bringing your friends in
We're
for
going to
like
Yankee Stadium. You might want to come to that.
for like that's your entrepreneurial getaway. The
well,
Yankee
one
Stadium?
of the evenings. We're going to have a lot of fun there. Yeah.
So you're doing like a 3 or 4 day thing.
Yeah, of course. Come on. You can't discuss all your ideas in one day. It's too rushed.
I know you have to.
And
have fun.
besides which, we have to drink a lot. That's the key to
There is.
friendship.
Right.
Drinking and
Stay
drinking more.
drunk.
Yeah.
I know when I go to Barbara's house, we usually have a cocktail or two.
Oh, come on. You're
time-
stoned by the time you're there for an hour. Who are you kidding?
That's right.
Probably. One time I walked into her kitchen. She invited me over for lunch, and there was the sink wasn't working. I mean, there was
The
no
stove
spigot.
wasn't
There's no
working.
spigot on the sink. So
my goodness.
who has a life in a kitchen with no spigot on the sink? I said, where do you go to get your water?
To the bathroom.
The bathroom. She's washing your dishes in the toilet.
No, I did not.
Yes, you
I
did.
Oh, stop
Don't
it
lie
now.
to me.
Stop it now.
Anyway, we love you, and I know even though you started the day by grabbing my crotch and poking Scary in the stomach, and made fun of Chipmunk.
I should be arrested.
You should be. We love you, Barbara. We love you.
Okay, so much fun.
Waking up.
All of you are so hilarious.
That's the immaterial.
Wake up. I start my day with it.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Never forget, that's the commitment we made on 9/11. Honor it by donating $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at t2t.org. That's t2t.org. All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.